Back with another video. And today I'm gonna be talking about Pisces. And in this segment, I'm gonna be discussing Pisces being friendly and an unfriendly person. See, so Pisces can be friendly and distant as well at the same time. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Now, one thing to note is that a Pisces is naturally kind, compassionate, warm, and make people feel welcome, make people feel good, make people feel heard. But then at the same time, a Pisces also has hidden depths and hidden meaning to them. So they can feel more than they show. Their real thoughts stay below the surface. So you never really know what they're truly thinking. Um, they may also protect their peace. So they could pull back to protect their energy from chaos and negativity. And they are observers first. So they watch, analyze, and feel before deciding who gets access to them. So that's why people tend to get cut off. Now, as you guys may know, Pisces are not for everyone. So the distance of which a person may feel could be simply protection. So if a Pisces is friendly, usually is by choice. So you're not getting something that would make you be in control of that particular situation or friendship because hey, Pisces is gonna be friendly by choice. They're not gonna do something they don't want to do. They're not gonna do something just to be fake or just to for the to save face. No. So I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Now, one thing is for certain is that I'm gonna go into the friendliness now, what the behavior looks like when a Pisces is being friendly. See, here's the thing, okay? So a Pisces could be friendly because, like I say, they just naturally empathize with others. Let me make sure y'all can hear me real quick. Okay, make sure my thing is on here. Yeah, so a Pisces, like I say, they could definitely be friendly because they just naturally empathize with people, emotions. See, that's what the Pisces clings to the most is the emotions of others. A Pisces can seem unfriendly when they feel emotionally drained from absorbing so much. See, so if a Pisces absorb too much energy, it's going to affect this friendliness, whether or not it's shown. See, because otherwise, if a Pisces is drained, hey, they're going to be unfriendly. So it's almost like when a Pisces is has more energy, they can absorb more. So that's why they may come off friendly in the first place. What's going on, random? Welcome. And fam Bo, welcome. Now I'll do Aquarius in just a second. I'm just trying to wrap this up with Pisces because someone said, yo, why is it that a Pisces could be friendly and then unfriendly? Matter of fact, if y'all want me to, I'll just do every sign. I'll just do every single sign with the same friendly and unfriendly and how it looks. So, like I said, I'm gonna start first with Pisces. Now, with Pisces, like I say, now of course it'll be different videos. Now, I will say that, okay? Now, because it's so much, it's a lot of information just for one sign. It's like huge. That's what I say what no one talks about because listen, everybody, like even now, it's to the point where everybody is everybody thinks they know this stuff. I mean, I didn't today. I just came across so many different channels, and I was just like, "Yo, I can't believe that there's so many people try to do this. That is like unbelievable." But anyway, so a Pisces can laugh and, like I say, and joke with everybody at work, and then all of a sudden they can ignore messages all night to recharge mentally. So even if they were doing one friendly thing, then boom, they might ignore everybody else. See? So that could come off as being unfriendly. Now, a Pisces is friendly when the energy feels genuine. So that's another thing because if a Pisces feels that that connection is not genuine, then you're going to get the cold shoulder. You're going to get that unfriendly treatment. So most times, if you don't know your Pisces well and they give you that cold shoulder off the bat, you can assume that, oh, this Pisces is unfriendly, but it's really because they haven't established a genuine connection with you. Welcome, Lourdes, welcome everyone that just came in. Shout out to the other zodiac signs out there, Aries and Aquarius. And see, when it comes to a Pisces, like I say, they could become cold when they sense someone having fake intentions now. So it's not like you can get the friendly treatment with the wrong vibe. You can't. So it's like you got to be genuine. A Pisces is very authentic with, who they deal with and who they don't deal with. So it's like if they do deal with you 9 times out of 10, it's something about you that they love, and it's usually tied to your emotions. So it's like if you got good vibes, then 9 times out of 10, you might have a good Pisces friend. You might actually have that part of Pisces where you don't see these traits in your friend because your friend actually loves you. See? See, but now if you were fake, you wouldn't be getting that same treatment. See? So that's why people oftentimes they misconstrue, oh, that Pisces is not the same as the one I know, because it depends what side of the podium, pendulum that you're getting. So it's like, yeah, you might be getting that Pisces that's like the pendulum swings, to the left, and then it's like, okay, that's the friendly side of that Pisces, or which is shown. But then if it swings the other way, it's like you might get the cold shoulders and plus some more, worser traits, to where that Pisces can just appear to be a full blown a-hole, to where nobody likes him, nobody likes her. And then I'm gonna tell you, a Pisces doesn't care even if the whole world hates him. It's just like, if you're not genuine, they're gun ho about who they deal with. See, very selective. Now, let's say if a Pisces instantly changes their tone within their voice, okay, after noticing someone talking behind their backs or other people's backs, that's how you know that, yeah, you're gonna get a different vibe, different behavior. See, it could include an attitude. It can include, just know you're gonna feel the difference. Okay. Now, when a Pisces will oftentimes, if they like the person, they will definitely include the person. See, and that could be emotionally. It's like if something's going on or something, it could be something that the other person is, going through. It could be something on of which the Pisces is going through. They will simply include you, see, emotionally. So when you feel left out of the emotional equation of the matter, it's like that's how you know where you stand. But most people don't pay attention to this because they just go off of the expression and, oh, whether or not that Pisces talks to them or not. It's like you got to look at everything in between the lines of, the situation as well. Let me see. I don't know nothing about that. You said your girl's a Taurus, I'm a Virgo. Oh, that's the thing. You always would find a Taurus and Virgo together. They have a lot in common as well. Now, I never been what is it, Boogie? I never been in the back seat. Never been in the back seat. Okay, now here's another thing. See, if a Pisces feels used emotionally, they're going to switch up on you. This could be mid conversation. Like I say, you can never assume that your Pisces is fully in tune or fully engaged, okay? Because like I say, if you come off a certain way, they're going to change on you. Just like a dime. It's like flipping the coin to see who goes first. They're going to switch on you. So it's like that's why oftentimes Pisces can get the whole bipolar type of vibe, because they could do one thing and then do something else, like I say, at the same time, but it could be the complete opposite of what, one would do. So if they're nice to you, they can just as well be mean to you right in the same instance. So it's never gonna be, oh, just good and good. No, it's always good morning and then slam the door in your face. See, it's like, because that quick, as your emotions change and you start to, you don't get it, don't not get this um confused, because a lot of people do. A Pisces can feel when your energy changes. See? So let's say you're friendly at first and then you start getting, frustrated, irritated, or whatever it may be. If nobody's around and you don't explain that, guess what? The Pisces is going to think you have an attitude. So that's going to be a situation where the Pisces begin to match your energy, meaning what? Your emotions. Now, not necessarily not everybody can do that, because every zodiac sign is different. See, the way a Pisces behave is it's not going to be the same way as an Aquarius doing the same thing. It's always going to look different. That's just like saying that everybody that has a prescription regarding bifocals, oh, they all see the same thing. They all know. Everybody has different types of problems with their eyes. So there's never, even though we're all wearing glasses, we don't see the same shit. I guarantee you, if you put on your grandma's glasses, you're gonna see all kind of prescription shit all in her lenses. And even though you gotta wear glasses too, you don't see what she sees. So you can't say, oh yeah, we're the same, because you're not. So I mean, unless I could argue with you all day. I'm simply not going to, because to say what you just said is stupid. And there's like, oh, everybody ties their shoes up. Okay, well, I guarantee my shoes are not as tight as yours. See? So, like I say, don't try that, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna kick you off of here, bro. You say some dumbass shit like that, bro, I'm gonna just boot you off, man. You know what I'm saying? Do not come over here and say no dumbass shit like that. Get out of here, man. Like I say. So that's the thing, man. Somebody say some dumbass shit, bro, I'm kicking you, bro. It's no point to come here and say stupid shit, bro. It's dumb, bro. That's why I be like, yo, I can't believe like they say dumb shit like, yo, man, we're all the same, and yeah, bro, we was all the same, then like I say, the world wouldn't be an illusion. The world would be easy to navigate and to survive in. So definitely not. Okay. Um, appreciate that fanbo. I appreciate everybody that subscribed. Um, definitely can be a roller coaster of emotions. Audrey, yeah, definitely. It's like I said, a Pisces feels so many different things, but see, here's the thing. Sometimes the Pisces gets overwhelmed with these emotions because they're not just feeling their own, they're feeling everyone else's. So that's why I say, in order to manage your emotion better, you have to set boundaries. See, and that means you have to, like I just did, if something makes you feel some type of way, you got to make a decision on it. Even if you don't know what to do, you still have to do something. It's like I can sit here and like lie to myself and say, oh, I'm not bothered by that, or oh, listen, nobody's keeping score. Nobody's, you have every right to do whatever you want to do. Is if you feel some type of way, make a decision on it. See, do something about it. Don't just, take something and just let somebody, you know, disrespect you or try to challenge your intellect. It's like, look, just like I just did with the whoever that was, I'm like, yo, I could have let him stay, but why would I let him stay if he's already going against whatever, I'm saying? Which is not the fact of a person having a different opinion. That's different. But if a person tries to say, oh, everybody's like that, you gotta be more, more specific, because not everybody's the same. That's why I'm doing this content. Like, not every sign is the same on every spectrum. Not every Pisces is the same. You could be a Pisces, I could be a Pisces, and guess what? You could be strong in some areas where I'm not strong, and vice versa. It's just like everybody's different. But that's why, we learn from each other, and we have to like share our different experiences in order to understand where each other is coming from. But it's just like certain things is like I just can't like it's like, I'll tell you, for instance, we got these like cliche sayings like, oh, it's not rocket science, or oh, it's not that deep, or they say these little words that try to make it something seem like, oh, it's not as hard as it seems, or it's just little things. And it's like, yeah, there's actually a situation that could be difficult to understand based on what is asked. It's like, yo, it might be something I have to research. It might not be, oh, this is not rocket science, but it's like, yo, only, if you don't know, you don't know. So it is what it is. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. It was his opinion, but it's like I say, it's to me, I'll say it like this. Okay, so when somebody says that everybody's the same, like I say, it's a dumb thing to say because we know that everybody, yeah, they do things, but why do you think if I put it like this, if there was an animal, there's a dog, and a dog, even though a dog is a dog and they do similar things, it's never in the same way. See, it's like, oh, your dog can roll over and do some things. Yeah, my dog could do the same thing, but do it for different reasons. It means something different. It doesn't mean the same thing, even though it looks that way. And when people say those type of sayings, it's like, yo, don't be, do not live inside of a box, bro. Like, some people are closed minded, and it's like, yo, you're closed minded. You haven't opened your mind fully to understand everything, including the philosophical things. So don't try to get on here and see, you don't understand. I actually am an empath, a true empath. I can see below the surface of what people are really trying to say when they're not saying it. So it's like they'll try to make it seem like, oh, like what I'm saying that means nothing or makes no sense or whatever it could, whatever they feel. But why are you here? See that? My thing is that I don't want someone sitting and looking, because I that's not what my channel is about. It's not to be arguing with people and trying to debate who's right and who's wrong. To me, I'm not gonna sit here. Yeah, I would give examples, but it's like, yo, I don't want to. If you're if you don't understand my content, why are you here, bro? I'm not gonna sit here and explain, oh yeah, why two different cups are plastic, but they're not by the same company. It's stupid, like stupidity. I'm not gonna respond to it, bro. Just not going to. He could be a Pisces, but like I say, it must be something going on. Like I say, because just like that, two Pisces can get into it, and they the same damn sign. Not every Pisces gonna like another Pisces. It can happen, man. It happens all the time. And lately, I've been getting into it with Pisces, man, because it's like, yo, I'm not like the type of person I am. I'm not gonna let some shit slide. I have a Sagittarius stellium, fam, so like I give off a lot of Sagittarius traits, bro. And me, I'm about, I'm a, tr- I'm a realist, a truth seeker, bro. So anytime if somebody challenges me, I'm going to do a video about it. If someone asks me a question, I'm gonna do a video about it. It's like I have to expose the truth. I'm not gonna sit there and say, and just take something that I haven't researched. I'm going to research it thoroughly, and then I'm gonna put my spill on it, and then I'm gonna deliver it. So it's like I don't just take when people say stuff like that. It's like, look, I guarantee you, he can't go on, he can't go on the show Jeopardy and then challenge the host of the show and say some dumbass shit like, oh, well, that could have been this, or bro, if you don't say the right answer is wrong, bro. You can't argue with the host and say, well, that wasn't a good question. I mean, yeah, anybody can do that, and yeah, bro, you gonna look like an idiot because the show is one answer. If you get the wrong answer, next. See what I'm saying? It's not no you can't do that, bro. See, let me see. I don't know what that means, bro, but you know what, bro? I'm gonna have to put you in the timeout too, bro, for saying that dumb shit, bro. Like I say, man, like it's maybe I'm not sure if Misty is in the building, but yeah, usually as a moderator, knock out these weird comments, bro. And like I say, I used to like let those comments slide, bro, and I'm not doing it no more, bro. It ruins the whole experience, like, bro, like, what's going on? Everybody that just came in and say, I'm very, like I say, no matter what's why they call me no fuss giving, bro, because I just don't give a fuck. Listen, you could if you gonna troll, I literally will kick you out, bro. I don't. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm not here for the views. I'm not here for the none of that stuff, bro. I'm just passionate about. Hey, I'm passionate about astrology. I like talking about signs, and hey, I just deliver the content and then boom, go about my day, bro. So if you here to like talk trash, bro, and troll, you gonna get kicked out, bro. I could do this all day, bro. I'm not really like, I really don't care, bro. So it is what it is, bro. If people, like I say, people troll and say stupid stuff all day, but it's like, look, this is what, like I say, man. I mean, like I say, y'all, I don't understand. There's so many other channels to watch. Why come here and then do the foolery? I don't get it. But anyway, I'm gonna continue on. Okay, so when it comes to Pisces, like I said, they enjoy emotional connections. All right, you're gone, bro. Just like that, bro. Yep. You're going, mister, okay? And so damn a lot of haterade going on today, bro. What the people must be something in the water, bro. Damn, it's a lot of people really sipping a lot of haterade, bro, today. See? I don't get it, bro. It's like, damn, y'all know I ain't gonna stop, bro. So I don't even know why they trying, bro. They reaching real bad. It must not be my normal, it must not be my real audience or something. Maybe the algorithm's doing something. Definitely that the algorithm's doing something goofy, so I don't know. But yeah, so sometimes a Pisces can fear the emotional suffocation. That's what I'm feeling right now. Cause now I can, hey, like I say, if I feel some type of way, then it's gonna be shown, bro. See? Let me see. No speed limit said what signs you don't dig with. Hmm. I would say Aries, Libra, Leo. It's a lot of signs. Like, oh my God, man, you just brought up something that just I almost forgot to talk about that. So I met a Leo today. First time ever talking from a dating site, bro. I'm done with dating sites, bro. It's always some freaking like nasty people on there, bro. And I tell you what, bro, we were talking, everything was going good as always. I always tend to attract Leos. I don't know why. And then all of a sudden, she mentions to me about one night stand. She's like, yo, how do you feel about a one night stand? Or just having, sex on the first day? I said, well, it all depends on the vibe and the information. I said, if I feel like I got enough information about you, meaning I see your my chart, you got maybe if you show me your test results, and we get a lot of back and forth of exchange of information, and we're vibing. I don't see why not, but there's a huge but, because like I say, I have to make sure I actually know these things are factual. But like I say, I told her it rarely happens, right? Boom. She's like, well, I'm not gonna lie. I actually, had sex with somebody 2 weeks ago, and he did the one night, you know, slept with me, and then he left, and then he never called me again. So she's like, oh, it kind of hurt my feelings. So I'm like, wait a minute. I said, okay, 2 weeks ago, damn. And then after that, she said, this is something she's been doing. It's a pattern. See? So she did it another time, but that was a while ago. So she's a Lyft driver. So she has a habit of sleeping with folks that she meets right away, right? So then I got to this thing where she ended up telling me like, yo, I must tell you, she said that she has HPV. And I said, oh, what? Oh, wow. Oh, HPV. And I'm thinking like, what the hell is, I don't know really too much. I know about STIs and stuff, but I'm like, HPV, I thought that was like the herpes. I'm like, wait, HPV? And I'm like, And she's like, yeah, I got it. And, it's been rough, but, we both can learn about it. And yeah, you can actually wear a rubber and, we should be, everything should be good. And, and I'm like, no, everything wouldn't be good, bro. I was like, see, Leos, they a lie, fam. They see, this is what you gotta watch with Leos, bro. And I'm gonna tell you how they lie. They lie about things that make them look weak. They lie about things that make them look embarrassed. They lie about things that make them look sick. Okay. So that's to protect their pride. Now, when they might be fiercely honest with you, but there's a huge but. If it's something that's gonna make them look like their image, if it's going to, cancel their chances of, doing something they want, oh, they're gonna lie. So she said, oh, but like you wouldn't have nothing like, I mean, have you had a, vaccine of HPV? I'm like, I don't know shit. I don't do this sleep around bull crap, bro. Like you really asking me, because she's like, well, most guys, they don't even want to wear one. So, if you don't want to wear one, I mean, I'm just letting you know, like, I got HPV and like, I must tell you type shit. I'm like, bro. And today she was trying to hunt me down, y'all. She was literally, I'm coming from West Bend, and she's like, yo, you want to meet really quick? You want to go to a bar? You want to talk? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, oh, can I, I'll, if you want to BJ, I'm down. Bro, I'm like, nah, hell nah. Bro, but this is a thing. Y'all gotta understand that this is a scary situation, and it's not as easy as she's making it seem. She's making it seem like it's bubblegum. Like, oh, I got some bubblegum. You want some? No, I don't want your HPV pack of whatever you trying to give me. You can, no, I'm not. See, Pisces is like, Pisces will act like they going along with something and they not going, bro. They is not falling for it. It's like, yeah, that's a good idea, but I'm not yeah, I'm not doing that thing of that, that exchanging a pack of gum situation. I don't know what you're trying to give me. I'm not doing it. Then I did my research. I looked it up. Thank God for YouTube. I looked it up and I said, oh, hell no. They said like it's contagious. Skin to skin contact. Doesn't matter if you wear a freaking a plastic bag or rubber, it don't matter. Shit, that shit can still give you it. That's how like it gives it to you, and then it's silent dormant in your body, and then it can like creep up on you in your late, you know, 10 years from now, whatever. Hey, maybe your in other words, no. See? In other words, no. So to me, I got scared as hell because now it's I like to use the joke 6'7", okay? And I feel like everybody's on this 6'7" shit, bro. Everybody's on the, and why what I look at as 6'7" is weird shit, okay? Because it's like, bro, now in 2026, people think it's like okay to like do normal stuff or things that are considered natural with this type of bull crap. It's like, yeah, I'm coming over, but I'm bringing my shit bag with me. Like, well, why would you bring your shit bag with you? Well, because I want to throw shit at you, and I get off on throwing shit. Like when I throw my shit on you and you throw yours on me. Like, no, no. And then this is what, man, listen, this is the craziest shit that flew out of her mouth. And bro, this is why I said Pisces. You absorb so much shit from a person, bro. It's like taking a vacuum in a dirty ass house and you absorb like every fucking thing from that dirty ass carpet all the way down to the fucking floor, the baseboard floor, like the little everything, to where you start getting, once you take the damn vacuum hose off, you see all this hair and all kinds of gunk and shit. And you like, damn, what the hell is this? Bro, she told me that she likes to barf. She likes to barf on cock, bro. She gets off on barfing on cock, bro. I said, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. She's like, I don't know if you're into that, if you get turned on from that, but yeah, I like to barf on, when I'm doing the, you know what? Yeah, like I like to barf on it. I actually like that shit. Where's the newspaper at? Like, you like the what? She says she likes to throw up on it. And I said, bro, this that's sick, bro. That is sick, fam. That's why I say, Pisces, you can really pull the like darkest secret out of a person. You don't even ask for it. You don't even try it. Listen, you ain't did nothing but just sit there, and a person would tell you their deep darkest secrets, bro. And she's like, oh, I have a strong gag, and yeah, like if you if you want, I could do. I'm like, no, no. And then you got HPV, and here's the thing: it's to me, it's to the point where who the hell was cool with this? That is cold blooded. It's cold blooded. Who the hell was okay with you doing that? That gave you hope. That gave you that gave you the confidence to say this stuff and to do this stuff as if it were normal. See? No, I ain't never seen that, but I ran, yeah, definitely Leon, definitely a succubus spirit. Man, definitely. You hit it right on the head. And my thing was this: why the hell are you coming for me? I don't sleep around. And I ain't, bro, that's not even freaky. That's demonic, fam. I ain't doing none of that. She's like, oh, you could come over right now. I said, no, I ain't coming over your house right now. And no, I'm not coming over. Cause you don't understand. Like, I would like to see the roof of her mouth with a telescope. Not a telescope. I said I don't know anything about any doctor shit, okay? Well, wherever you could look inside of a damn person's throat and see something clearly, okay? Maybe my glasses are not, hey, they don't zoom in, okay? But yeah, this is what she told me, and it slipped out of her mouth. She said that she has that HPV's, going back to that stuff. She said she has traces of that all over her body. She said the doctor said that it's all over her butt, I can't say all those little like personal terms, but she said it's all over her body. She said from the butt tox all the way to her, all these little personal spots, right? And I'm like, yo, you just told me all I needed to know. You just told me to, to not fuck with you. Pisces, this is why I'm telling you, bro. People will tell on themselves, and you have to believe them, bro. You cannot second guess your intuition, as oftentimes you tend to do, including myself. But I'm telling you, once somebody telling themselves clear as day, you have to just trust your intuition and leave. Even if you love the conversation, even if you love the attention, even if you had someone to talk to, because she's been real bubbly and like very. We were on the phone for 3 hours. I'm like, yo, everything would have been. Look, this is what I hate about situations like this. She had everything I was looking for except the HPV, the throwing up situation that she shared with me. I wasn't feeling that at all. And she had everything else but that situation and the stuff she told me. And then her doing, see, she told on herself because she told me, oh yeah, my one of my friends named what'd she say? Jermaine, yeah, Jermaine, he had no problem with it. Well, hell, he's probably one that gave it to you. See, she's like, well, Jermaine, he didn't really care about the whole HPV thing. He was actually cool with it. Bro, it's some nasty dudes out there that don't care for him. Like, it's some dudes out there. Listen, I knew a dude that he knew a girl was on her monthly, and he still wanted to smash. I'm like, he like, man, I don't mind no ketchup, bro. I put that on my brats. On Memorial Day, I ain't got no problem with ketchup, man. Shit, I just wipe it off my fingers if it gets on my hand. I said, nah, bro, you can, There's people that have no limits, bro. Like, there, and you could not bathe for 3 days and they would still do it, bro. And still, it's some nasty motherfuckers out there, bro. They don't give a damn, bro. They would do anything for it, bro. Some people are so freaking nasty, bro. They would literally want you to be in a state like that. I knew a woman. She loved a guy that had stinking socks. It's cold blooded. And guess what? She was fine. How the hell you gonna be fine, but you like guys that have stinking feet, bro? You want to smell? You want to take their stinking socks and smell them, and you get off on it. That's just terrible. I knew a lady that used to sniff pine saw and get high off of it. She used to be like, "Oh, you got some pine saw," and she used to be like, "Oh." I used to be like, "Bro, I'm done, bro. Life is an illusion. You never know what you're gonna get, bro. If they say life is like a box of chocolates, it's the same goddamn thing, same meaning." The illusion is that why are so many people doing 6-7? Why are people doing so much weird shit that it's like, yo, you would to you to join this type of stuff says a lot about you. Then I told her this. I said, yeah, I said, there's no way I could do something. And then like I was just like, just messing with her. I'm like, there's no way I could do that because I would have to take a shower. She said, well, even if you gotta take a whole bath, you just put a little soap on the rag and you just, do a little quick little swoosh. I said, nah, bro, ain't no quick little swoosh going on over here, fam. That's nasty, bro. Like you don't even like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You 56 years old, you doing all this shit. Who you just sleeping around and you don't care. Whoever takes it is you're gonna give it to him. Pack a gum. It's just like, yo, you just gonna give it out and don't care. And now I see why, fam. Like, if anything comes to you easy, bro, and where you don't have to work for it, don't take it, bro. It ain't worth it, bro. Listen, bro. I would rather have somebody, listen, I would rather have it to where no disease whatsoever than to have, bro, something quick. Nope, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Nope, I don't care how she look. I don't care what she willing to do. I'm not doing it, bro, because listen, that's a trap, fam. Like, that is a trap all day. Screaming in your face. That is a trap, bro. So I'm like, bro, and the problem is she went out of her way coming from 30 miles away. She was like, where you at? I'll come to you. Oh, no, I'm good, man. I see why. I understand it. I do understand people that are victims to, like, different things out there. You didn't know the person was lying to you. You trusted them and they burnt you. They did you bogus. And now you're just angry as hell at the world, bitter. And now you're just trying to find a victim. Now you're trying to do it to someone else because someone did it to you. And most of the times people find the people that, like you and I, the people that are just like, not getting into anything, don't really have a whole lot going on as far as like, going out places or whatnot. Somebody that's clean, doesn't have anything. Oh, you're a number one target, fam. Oh, because this is the story. This is what they're gonna say to someone else. Oh, I found this one guy. Yeah, yeah. He was just like a YouTuber. Yeah, he was one of those content creators. And yeah, he was asking me my sign. And yeah, I got his ass. Yeah, I gave him that HPV. Yeah, he didn't see it coming because I told him like, yeah, I'll give you the thing. I'll throw up on it. I'll do whatever you like, whatever you're into. See that? I'm not gonna be a statistic, bro. I'm not gonna be something inside of someone's story to tell to somebody else. Cause my version of the story is gonna be like, yeah, it was this nasty, ugly, such and such up north that tried to come down. Yeah, she was willing to throw up on it. She was trying to give me HPV, and I guess what? I ain't do it. Nope. Noodles without the packet. Nope. I didn't do it. So yeah, you can no stories with my name in it. Nope. And I'm gonna tell you, it takes a lot of self love for you to say no to things that would normally tempt you to, where other guys would literally just they couldn't do it. They couldn't say no. It's like you have to look at the big picture, bro. Not the little temporary little situation, because you could go do that. Hey, you could do bad all by yourself and not catch nothing. You ain't got. Hey, you could do something. Hey, you could get your little pocket hot pocket little thing. You do your own little thing. You don't need to just risk it. See, that's the thing about certain people. They have to be risky. They got to do risky stuff, and it's like, bro, anything that's risky, don't do it, bro. It's not a guarantee that you're going to be safe. No, and I'm gonna tell you, like, see, if you can't make the right decision when in a situation where there's trouble, where there's deceit, where there's deception, see, because it's like you can't. Anytime you go with anything of which a person show you, you got to have paperwork, bro. That's why I said, let me see it. Like me and her, it would have been like, let me see your my chart. Let me look at your results. Let me read them myself. I don't want to take your word for it. I don't want your version of what those results look like, because when you read people's I want to see what the doctor said so I could look at it myself. I want to be able to see the words of what you were tested for. You see, I don't trust people's word for it because of what? The facade, bro. Remember I said the facade, it comes with the illusion. It's almost like a combo. You get a number 13, it comes with a drink. Every person comes with their facade, and they come with an illusion. See? And you have to differentiate which one they're showing you. Because if you're not in trouble, because I'm going to tell you, what you can see when you first meet a person, what you can see is your perception of them. See? And that's why they give you an impression. An impression is just like what? An interview. They give you a false sense of self. See? That's what they deliver. That's what they want you to believe. So what is that challenge? It challenges your eyes. It challenges what you see. It challenges what you think. See? And if you can't make sense of what you're seeing, that means what? The illusion. I don't really know if I can trust this person. Where do you think that comes from? Oh, I don't really know if this person is really authentic as they say they are. Appreciate the hearts, y'all. Then you say, oh, when you look at the facade, you like, wait a minute, this ain't them at all. You look at their resume, then you look at them, and you like, no, it ain't matching. You say you got all this experience, but you don't look that. It's like, no, that ain't you. Stop. See? So that's how you know the facade and the illusion come together. So that means you need perception and you need clarity. See? So when you hear a person, remember, first impressions is nothing but the dentist putting in what? An impression in the person's mouth. The fake. The fakeness is the facade. When you start feeling, see, you see they're going to be fake, see, or they're going to be real. But if you can make sense of what you're seeing, that means you have clarity. That means you have true perception. See? But if you can't perceive, listen, if your eyes are, listen, what you see, if your eyes are literally like, if you're blind, you're going to be deceived. Because this is what it does. The illusion makes you second guess things. But I'm going to tell you, the facade deceives. That's why I say if a fake person is in your face and you believe them, you lost. You lost. They deceived you because you believe their impression. You believe that impression that dentist put in their mouth was real and it was fake, false teeth, right? It was false. So that's why I say, like, people that go to interviews, they're trying to sell themselves to get the job. So they lie, they buff up their story, they buff up, oh, I experienced doing this and it was so good. And they're trying to win over. See, they're trying to change the perception of the person interviewing them to think that they're so good for the job. See, once that person get the job, oh, the impression, oh, I don't need to do all that extra shit. I'm in the door now. So they go back to being themselves. See? That's why a lot of people get upset when they wear a suit. Oh, I didn't dressed up for this interview and I ain't even get a call because people can see the put it like this. The harder you try to, when you try to, the more juice, because that's what we call charm. When you try to make yourself look successful or try to make yourself look professional and you overdo it, we call that charm. See, you can have, and why we know that's charm, because if you bake a cake, it's just a plain cake, right? Until you put frosting on it. You try to make it look nice, make it look eye appealing. See, now what are you conveying? You're trying to make the person like it's a force. It's like, oh, I'm professional. Look at my suit. Look at all my nice little dress. And people can really see then, like, oh, okay. You're trying to hide something when you try to show, when you dress like that. Why you think they say dress to impress? It's considered trying too hard, see? But you want to be in the middle. You want to dress professional, but not overdo it. When you try to do the matching things to match this and you come in there with a tuxedo, shit, you cannot outperform what? The master. If the person that worked there, the boss, and he ain't even got no damn suit like that, what makes you think you're going to, surpass him? So you can't try to overdo it. You gotta just be authentic, bro. You gotta go in there. You just wear khakis and a little button-up shirt. Don't try to go in there suited up, because listen, people are going to the interview is to catch you. See, to catch a person like that. They know, oh, this person, might try to put their foot in the door and try to skim past this interview stage. So that's why they have you come to several interviews. They don't just hire you on the first one. They have several people interview you, because some people show every person something different. And that's why you got to know, like, okay, eye contact. That's the first thing. Eye contact. Oh, this person is sincere. Appreciate that. The gift that the person is sincere. But if they're nervous and they're fidgeting and doing little things, they can't hold eye contact, then it shows what? See? It shows, oh, you're not serious. It shows, oh, you're not really connected. You don't really want to be here. See, that's the thing what it shows. So that's why I say body language and nonverbal cues is a major difference. It's very, put it like this, it's very important. But perception, remember, the illusion is always going to challenge your perception. See? And like I say, the facade is always going to challenge your conscious. It's going to always challenge your conscious mind. And see, if those two, if your perception is all effed up and and your brain, you're screwed, bro. Could you imagine getting hit with both? Not only did you get deceived, but now you done fell for the illusion that this person is, oh, so goody two shoes, and you end up firing the same person for all the the things that they didn't tell you about what you can't see. See, it's cold blooded. See, that's why you gotta know, like, you gotta, when you're to enhance to enhance your perception, so you don't fall for the illusion. You have to be patient. That's the first thing. Then you need clarity, bro. Clarity is what enhances perception, bro. That means you need to know what good looks like and what bad looks like. See, clearly. That's what we call discernment. To know the difference between good and evil. And if you don't know the difference, you're screwed, bro. And like I said, only God could give you that gift, because it's not something you can't pay for it. Money can't buy this. See? Discernment is a God-given gift, bro. Like you gotta know when it's something evil going on and when something good is among you. See, we talk about that with wisdom, and that's why we say when a wise man, speaks, certain all these different things happen, these miraculous things, but they don't happen when the person is not wise, bro. And you have to make decisions because if you don't, because I'm gonna tell you what happens. The illusions, there's no boundaries when there's illusions present. There's no boundaries. See, meaning that it's so easy. Listen, a person can get sucked into a person's an illusion quick. How we know this to be true? You look at a beautiful woman. She has the makeup, the eyelashes, all these enticements, bro. And now you think she's beautiful, but what you fell in love with is the makeup. You fell in love with the enhancements. You fell in love with the illusion, bro, of thinking this girl is beautiful. You don't know she got a BBL, fake this, fake that, fake this, fake this. You fell in love with what? Something that's not even real, bro. It's cold blooded. See? Yeah, and then you think, oh man, she cold though, bro. Yeah, man, she bad, bro. Yeah, yeah. But little do you know the but hey, it's a BBL, bro, and it don't move. And you, oh yeah, man, she got a nice body. Man, then you bragging in the barbershop telling all these dudes, and little do you know, you bragging about something that ain't even real, bro. See, and that lets you know that you've been deceived, bro. You've been enticed. See, you've been brainwashed, conditioned. Now, the problem why I say this, once you become conditioned and you think all these things are real and you keep falling for it. You get all these babies and then you're like, yo, now this my baby mother, put me on child support. You don't never see the play. You never see the trap because you got deceived, bro. She deceived you. Deception has been here since the beginning of time, bro. That's why so many people use it without even trying. Look at Adam and Eve with the apple, bro. Eve deceived Eve deceived Adam into, oh, you can go ahead and eat from the tree after God said not to. Oh yeah, we can go in and yeah, 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 Adam, we can eat from the tree. I'm gonna tell you why that happened. I'm gonna tell you why it happened. The only way for you to perceive something in such a way is to question it. See, you have to question everything that approaches you. Not their story. Don't listen to their story because that's their impression. See, to bypass that impression and get to the truth quicker, you must question them. See, when you interview a person, it's not about, oh, what you used to do, how many of this that you did, how great this was, and oh, you didn't did this. The type of questions you ask are the ones that question that person. How long? Oh, I was a carpenter for this amount. Yeah, I did this type of work. Oh, how long did you do that? See how these words they literally cut out all the lies? They snip all the lies and all the cords and ties to deception. Now this person is stuck. Well, can I call one of my references and find? No, you should have been prepared, buddy. Ain't no time to lie. See? So that lets you know, like, you have to ask questions to listen. To find out if somebody lying, you always question them, bro. You never believe them. Because look, when you hold back and you don't believe a person and you ask for proof, and you're the type of person, well, you got any proof? Or hey, how long did you do that for? When did you start? When did you finish? When did you stop? You have to ask questions because people that lie cannot stand questions, bro. Because they're gonna say what? They get defensive. I just told you. No, you didn't. Yeah, you told me, but I need to know why. I need to know more. You have to talk. You have to tell me more information. See, the person that has their shit in order and it really happened. Oh, how long did you work at that job? Oh, hold on, I got you. They got a little folder and they're like, okay, see this one right here is when I worked. See, 2 to 5. I was there for 2 to 5 years. And what are they doing? Looking you in the face. They have nothing to hide. Every question you ask, oh yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay, so it was like two, like two, and then I did this, and then I had this for 5 years, and then this is when I came here, and then I've been doing this for a little while, and then going back, my references, they it's more talking and more eye contact, and you feel more information is coming out of this person. It's not that, oh, I'm telling you what I did and that's it. No, see, and if a manager, see, and people can tell if the manager's not asking questions and he's just taking the whole that person, that person's word for it, he's gonna get deceived. Because I'm gonna tell you, that's what keeps you from falling for the illusion. And remember, if you do not fall for the illusion, it outweighs the facade because the illusion is stronger than the facade. So if you literally don't fall for the illusion, the facade leaves with it because it's a combo. It comes together. So that's the only way you cannot be fooled by someone. Once you do not listen, once you don't fall for the facade, I mean for the illusion, the facade it dissolves because you question it. See, you question it, and that's the thing. See, if a person is fake, what is the only thing for you to get deceived? What is the only thing they have to do is get you to believe what they're selling. That's it. Once you believe that, oh, this is real, damn, you got all that experience, and their eyes get all, oh, you did that too? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Deceived. Because you didn't question it. You didn't ask for receipts. You didn't ask for proof. You didn't ask for, more info. Because if a person, listen, a person that lies to you expects you to just accept what they've given you. See, without question. But when you stop and question, oh, now the illusion fades because now by you waiting and you're not eager, that person gets nervous. Oh, did they question me? Well, damn, do I have an answer? I don't even know if I was ready for this. Then they choke up. See? They get nervous. They get all shaky and nervous now. And there, guess what they're wearing? That suit. Oh, yeah, he's questioning me. And now I'm not ready for these questions. And because you're not, listen, you wasn't ready for the truth. That's why I say the truth is the answer, bro. The truth is what gets rid of the illusion and the facade, bro. See, oh, you were a CNA for this amount of time, and yeah, okay, you got a little experience on the med card, okay. So, you could possibly do the, LPN, right? Yeah, 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 because I did this and this. Okay, so how long did you do that for? How many years of schooling, did you really? Oh, I was like 2 years, and okay, so how long did you do the medical card? Did it just happen one time? Well, it was just for one shift. Okay, so you really don't have a whole lot of experience doing the med card. You just did it once. Yeah, sort of like it's like, yeah, now you done caught the person lying. See that? Because they try to buffer the story, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta do this even when you're not dealing with someone that's trying to get a job. Even when you just meet someone, you have to ask questions, bro. And if they don't want to answer them, that's your answer. See, that's the funny thing. People will answer a question without answering it. By you, just your disposition. Oh, well, I'm not answering that. Okay, well, that's your answer. Bye. See, it was as simple as that. You still answer even when you don't answer. Even when you say, see, the funny thing people think is if you say nothing, oh, the person will just, maybe fold or just give in. No. If you don't say nothing, guess what? You get nothing. So it's like it's still an answer even when you say nothing. So that's why I always tell people this, bro. Anytime you approach somebody, always question what's in front of you, bro. Because if you don't, that person could either what? Draw you into their illusion, or just simply deceive you, bro. That's why I'm gonna tell you how I know this. The hustler, okay? The hustler has a bunch of items, right? And he could have what paid for them or not. The hustler has all these items, and he's trying to make a profit. So how can I sell you something? See, I cannot give you a chance to think. It's cold-blooded, bro. I can't give you a chance to talk. So why do you think the salesman is talking so fast? Just like that one dude that be going around on YouTube and he be saying, shake a hand, meet a friend, don't panic, it's organic, be spraying their shoes and stuff. He doesn't give them a chance to think and he doesn't give them a chance to talk. He's literally talking for them. So he can easily get that person because he's in front of them, and he can literally, by not giving them a chance to think, that cuts off what? Your perception. That's why a person can literally sell somebody a turd and get away with it and say it's a burrito. Hey man, I got these burritos for sale, man. You know, you get the 2 for $5 and whoop de woo. They in your face and they just talking. And you literally trying to speak, but you can't because they're so fast with it. Like, yeah, man, but look. You got 24 grams of protein, man. Look, man, look. I tell you what, you want to get it? I got the little scanner too if you want to pay with card. And then it's like, okay, man, I get one. You didn't even want to buy one. You didn't even decide if you wanted one. You bought it because he made you buy it, bro. Because he was in your face. He was all in your face. He was in your face. And see, you have to. I learned this from the Scorpio, bro. I've learned this. Man, listen, bro. I learned this skill from a Scorpio and it worked. And I was so thankful for this, bro. And he told, listen, this is the man. This was the most, man, this was a blessing, bro. The Scorpio told me, because I asked him, I said, bro, how do you be doing? Like when people come to you and they all in your face and they talking and doing this stuff, I said, man, it kind of works your inward. And he was like, bro, you got to slow them down. I was like, what? He said, you got to slow them down. Just because they moving all fast and in your face and trying to get you to buy something and do something, you have to slow their ass down, bro. See? And when I used that, it worked. And I was, bro, had a huge smile on my face. They come all in your face and trying to sell something. What you have to do is resist. See, when you show resistance, it makes the other person lose lose momentum. It slows them down. And see, the last thing that a hustler wants is to be slowed down, bro. And what does that say? After he finished talking? Well, I gotta pray about it, bro. I get a business card? And see, what I'm doing is what? Redirecting. I'm moving him a different direction. Cause look, I'm basically not giving any signs of, oh, he gonna buy it. Nope. I say, man, so what you selling, man? You gotta question it. Wait a minute. So wait. So you said it's a burrito? Yeah, man, it's got a burrito. It's 24 grams of protein in it, man. Can I see it? Can I taste it? Well, nah, bro. Hey, you either gonna buy it or not, man. Wait a minute. It's a whole tone change when you slow a person down and question it. You gotta give yourself enough time to examine it, bro. When it come in your face real fast like this, you gotta slow them down, bro. You gotta say, hold on now, let me see it. Let me smell it. Let me taste it. You gotta what? Confirm. See? Because a person can sell you anything, but if you don't question it, now they deceived you because the facade, bro. See, listen, the person that come up on you quick, they want to do it quick, like the woman with the HPV. She wants to do something quick. Don't give you a chance to think. Because if a person doesn't give you the chance to think, it ruins your perception of them. It's cold-blooded. And you wonder why when you slow them down, they don't have the energy to what that they came with, because now they know, oh, what I'm selling it's not even legit. It's not worth it, because, oh, then their energy shows because you slowed them down. See, the whole catch is to win you over first. See, everything is about going first. See, the deceiver, he wants to deceive you first. He can't get what he wants until he deceives you, but he has to go first. See, the woman with HPV, she's only successful if she presents first. Like, look what I got. Look what I got, and look what I'll do. Hey, take my menu. Oh, I'll throw up on it. I'll do this. Oh, we can do it today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can come to my house. Yeah, 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 yeah. She has all these different things lined up to make it easy for her to give you something. It's cold-blooded. And that's manipulation. See, because if that person's making it look easy, like, oh, well, my house is a mess. Oh, you can come to my house. See how every little way of defense boundaries dissolves with the illusion, bro. See, that's why if you fall for that illusion, the boundaries dissolve, gone. Because the only way a real boundary is when something that blocks something is solid. See, meaning it doesn't let something pass through. And when it's solid, it means if you have pillars of no's, no yeses can go past, bro. Because look, they're not sturdy, they're stiff. No. So that's what the boundary has to be. And you have to wait. You have to. So you have to set firm boundaries, not hidden ones, because people, even if they can't see your boundaries, they still will try, bro. They would try to just overstep, take over. See? But you still have you have to have strong will, bro. Strong will means no matter what, the answer is no until I question it first. That's where true power is. See? And then once you start to examine that burrito, you take the plastic off and you smell it and you go, this smells like shit. What the hell is this? And then the person, they might bust out cracking. They might start cracking up. They might be like, oh, see, I was just joking, man. They'll change their story because now they realize you caught on to the trap. You caught on to their BS. You've realized that, oh, yeah, man, it's gonna be a no, bro. Oh, you don't, okay, all right. Well, thanks for hearing me out. Yeah, man. But see, you wouldn't have known that it was shit unless you looked at it first. You have to question everything, bro. You might get a Fugazi fake watch if you don't look at it. But it's like some people see, if you flash something fast and it's like, yeah, man, I got this Cuban link for sale, man. Yeah, yeah, just give me 200, man. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, man, it's Cuban link, bro. Yeah, it's the icy, bro. Let me see it, bro. Nah, bro, I ain't. You might run off with my stuff, man. Well, hey, go. All right, well, it's a no then, bro. See, if you can't see it, guess what? The answer is no. Oh, you can't ask questions? The answer is no. That is setting firm boundaries. It's like, okay, well, if I can't look at it, can't touch it, I can't taste it, I can't smell it, the answer is no. Because if a person lets you touch it, hold it, smell it, and they're like, go ahead, look at it, take it. Hold it, take it, bounce it, chuck it, like a bop it, squeeze it, touch it. It's like, let me see it. If they don't let you hold it and touch it, don't buy it, bro. You got people like, oh, I got these shoes for sale. Oh, they the Air Jordan 4s. Okay, can I see them? Nah, bro, you can't. Nah, bro, you gonna buy it? I need the money first. Oh, nah, bro. Nah, I ain't doing it. You can't let me just look and put them on, try them. Nah, bro, these brand new. Well, my money brand new. Nope. The answer is no. See? Because you do not go off of what they say. See? You go along with their agenda. That's a part of their pitch. See, you going along with them. You got to see. That's why I tell people you can't go do it their way because that's how you get deceived. You listen to a female, she telling you how it's gonna go down. Well, this is what I do because like I don't you can't take me to McDonald's for a date. I ain't doing and I have to go out and get me a drink. When I meet somebody for the first, okay, well take your ass home and get you a drink because I'm not doing it. And move on, bro. You let people like literally have their way, you tolerate that shit, bro, they gonna deceive you every time, bro. Every single time. You have to be somewhat selfish to where you have to have that self respect, bro, to where, oh, it ain't gonna go down on your terms. No. See, because you gonna feel it. And if you allow it, it's gonna that person knows, okay, they got control over you. They don't have to do anything of what they should do or what they would do. Oh, because they got complete control. See? So they could deceive you. One thing about the illusion, though, is it'll control you. See? The illusion, that's why I say with Pisces is Pisces shows so many different illusions. And sometimes it's like the minute you think you know them, you don't. You don't know them. They know more about you though. See, it's like certain little traps that once you get sucked in, you think you're doing something, but you're not. They're controlling you. And they're controlling you into thinking that you're running things, but you're not. Sometimes a Pisces can act weak, and then all of a sudden you start to be thinking, you start to come towards. See, I'm gonna tell you, when a Pisces act weak and then they draw you in, you just fell for the illusion. See? Because you cannot be too certain. With Pisces is like this, bro. And this is a good thing. A Pisces, if you can never, I'm gonna tell you, when you meet a Pisces, you cannot take them for granted and you cannot be too sure, bro. At any time, a Pisces can literally just does that. You don't know. This is the problem. That other fish, bro, is it's almost gonna feel like another fish bowl, bro. It's like you got to know this fish is with it comes with it, bro. See? And what the two fish represent is the one going upstream and one going downstream. So that's like the material, physical world, and then the spiritual, bro. So one is spirit, one's down to earth, and then one is, see what I'm saying, is up in a different realm, bro. So this is why it's what you can't see. Pisces goes after what you can't see. So that's why in this reality cannot understand Pisces, bro. Like in this world, this realm of reality cannot understand Pisces, bro, because of the spiritual side. It's like if a Pisces get to talking in a spiritual sense, people won't understand them, and Pisces knows this. See, so that's why sometimes a Pisces can literally check out. See, they could mentally, emotionally check out here, and then be in a different dimension. Like I say, regarding their conscious mind. See, in their subconscious. Subconsciously, Pisces, that's where they know all the power lies. So that's why they manifest there. That's why they alchemize things and turn it into art. They turn it into, music. And then people understand, like, okay, well, damn. Now I see where why you have so much energy, because you're operating on a frequency now. See? So people don't understand that. And that's why I say, like, people have to learn Pisces, and Pisces doesn't make it easy for anybody, bro. So it's almost like you can be around a friendly Pisces and you could get too comfortable, bro. And then as soon as you see them be mean to you, now you're like, oh man, damn, you feel like, oh, like, what is this? Like, I thought I was on your good side. I thought we was cool and you just left me, or you just did something like that I didn't expect. See? And it's because of Pisces, they have different illusions, bro. See, the illusion is that it's never what you think, bro. I have a Pisces friend right now, right? And a situation went down. He probably watching my live, but a situation went down. He was talking to one of my, little, friend girls or whatever. He was talking to her behind my back. Okay. And now here's the thing. it's a 50-50 situation because half the time he's cool. He always look out for me, whoop de woo. He's, and then he pulled this just random, started, he liked the girl that I was talking to, and I guess he ended up, going behind my back and he linked up with her, and it's like a bunch of bullshit going on. But I told y'all about Virgo. She's a Virgo. Remember I told y'all, Virgo's tricky, bro. And then I'm like, okay, cool. I said, the trap that I set though is I told her to unfriend him on social media, right? That was a trap though. See, for the both of them, because I knew that he liked her because he was always telling me like, oh, she's a good fit for you because he had a girlfriend at the time. See, but once they broken up, he tried to rebound on my shit because that was who he was initially going to talk to. But then I ended up talking to her. See, but then I didn't really want her no more once I realized what she was on because she just wasn't my type after all. But then him talking to her like behind my back, I'm like, yo, why y'all had this little secrecy shit going on? I'm like, bro, it's petty, it's high schoolish. I'm like, bro, you ain't have to do it. If you wanted to talk to her, hell, I would have gave her to you, bro. I don't really, like this ain't my only ball, bro. Like, I ain't tripping, but damn, bro, you got to go through the back door on the situation. And then but here's the difference. He apologized and he told me, like, yo, I probably shouldn't have done that, did that behind your back, whoop-de-woo. And he realized that he was wrong and shit. So I said, okay, cool. You was wrong about the situation. But here's the thing, bro. How many men out there would actually do that? Probably none. See? But it's not the fact that, like, I wasn't really hurt because I didn't, like, I smashed her already. Not to be like on no like petty stuff, but I already smashed, bro. So he didn't smash. Well, I don't know if he smashed. I don't care. But I felt like, I did what I had to do. You could take her, have her, swim her, bang her, swip, throw a fling. I don't care. See? But it's just the fact that when he brought it up, it was kind of like, why are you telling me this? He brought it up because it was bothering him, I guess. So he's like, yo, man, I gotta tell you something, bro. Like, don't get mad, bro. Don't get mad, bro. Like, we boys and stuff, but don't get mad. But yeah, he was like, Luna, bro. He was like, yeah, bro. Me and her been talking for some time, bro. Like, bro, I said, really, bro? And he's like, yeah, man, I've been talking to her like for a minute now. And then this is how I knew it was true. He said, yeah, she told me that you told her to unfriend me on the Facebook. I said, oh, you fucking Virgo, bro. Can't hold water. Had to go telling the. She told this. Listen, when I say she told him everything, she told him everything, bro. This man said word for word. Yeah, man, she told me how, y'all messed around and, she told me you sent her picture of your thing, of your wand. And I'm like, bro, what the like, why is y'all talking about me for? I don't understand it. And I'm thinking like, okay, I went on WhatsApp. I'm like, you know what? I'm going on WhatsApp and I'm going to send these same screenshots that he sent me because she was lying about it. She was basically telling me, oh, I didn't add him back. No, I didn't add him back. When you told me to unfriend, I unfriended and I never talked to him. And he's lying. Bro, he sent me all the screenshots of the thread of them talking, bro, way back like about a month ago. I'm like, damn, a month ago she lied, bro, like this? Man, I just sent all those screenshots to her, and then I threw that hex on her ass. I told her, yeah, you gonna have to hold this hex. I said, yeah, because talking about me behind my back, fam, bro, you just could have moved on with your life and kept it real, bro, but you had to lie. I was like, man, listen, I'm putting the hex on. I told her I'm putting the hex on you. I'm putting the hex on you. And I ain't taking it off. You know what's crazy? She didn't even respond, nothing back, bro. Now it said seen. I'm like, yep. Point across that. Yep. Cause I felt like this, like, bro, you don't You don't tell somebody something. If you done talking to somebody, just move on, bro. Don't sit there and be like being messy and then trying to like, because you could have said no, but you said yes, you added them back. See, you like them, just keep it real. You like them, just add them and, move on. But y'all talking about me? I'm like, bro, that to me was just betrayal times two. So I'm like, okay. But I've learned my lesson because I don't trust Virgos. Like, I feel like they have became, and I understand it's like, there's not just one, okay? But I don't trust them. I just don't. And I feel like they're on my list of number one. Number one sign I just don't trust is Virgo, bro. I just don't. Cause for the life of me, they're shady, bro. They're shady and they're like scammy. Like they'll scam you. They lie, they fucking cheat, they do all kind of like just scumbag type of behavior to where I don't really believe like I feel like if you're like that, you should be forthcoming. Own it. If you shiesty, own it. Be poo shiesty. Be the person you are, bro. Don't try to lie and say, "Oh, I'm not like that. I don't do that. That's bogus," and then do it. See? And I'm like, dude, you really like she told him that I was thirsty. I saw the thread, bro. She told him that I was thirsty. She told him that, oh, he's trying to do this. He wanted me to go to, do some things in the city. Like, I'm like, bro, really? Why are you talking? And I'm like, bro, like, and what he was replying with stuff like one word answers, like, oh, damn, um, I don't know, like little, just simple little words. I got to see what he was saying. But I'm like, damn, like, you, I was like, nah, bro, who got the time in the world to do that type of stuff? I'm just like, no, I'm not even going, I can't watch, like, and then what I feel is this, like, sometimes you have to, keep, now I know a lot of people, it's very controversial, I understand, but like with enemies, see, you have to know, like, when you deal with enemies, you got to deal with them strategically. See, you just can't roll them up and throw them away. You got to keep in contact with them, but it's not like you're like friends with them, but you're just keeping them close under a microscope. It's like, I'm just keeping you close because now I know you be, diversion in different things, and I just got to keep you under my radar because if I block you, now I don't know what you're doing. Now I absolutely have no idea like of what you're up to. And that can actually come back to bite you in the you know what, because when a person knows you are through with them, it's like they can literally try to do like a sneak attack, or they'll try to do something, crazy. But it's like, if you right there and I know where you are, I just have, as long as you in my radar, it's like, okay. And that's how I've been handling him, because I know he's already like, I can't trust him. So it's like I have to watch him, but not like I would take time out to watch him. It's just more of him just being, you know, in arm's reach. So I can be like, okay, boom. As I mentioned, he's half the time, he's half the time cool, and then half the time he's just, like I say, disloyal, or however the word you want to look for. But I was just like, damn. Yeah, definitely, Destiny, given enough rope. And he probably is watching, but see, as I mentioned, I'm a truth seeker. I am a very, very brutally honest person. Like, I actually give no fuck about what nobody thinks, and I will always speak my truths, bro. It's like, if it hurts your feelings, this ain't the channel for you, bro. This ain't the channel. Don't watch this channel, because I'm gonna say it like it is. I'm gonna tell you straight up 100, face to face, and I'm not gonna hold back, bro. I'm gonna let it out just is the way I see it, feel it, taste it, touch it. I'm right there. See? Because it's like, bro, what is the point to lie for? If I'm gonna tell the truth. Like, yeah, like, and then he asked me, oh, no, I don't believe that you screwed her. I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta believe it. That's on some Diddy type stuff, bro. You ain't got to believe it, bro. I ain't stupid. I know what I did, bro. Like, and it's like, bro, I'm not in my ego. Like, and it was like, to me, I feel like when you deal with certain Pisces, they can bring you back to the past lives, bro, of like your ego and it being like, from a whole nother time, to where it's like in my previous younger years, I was like more egotistical and more like, competitive, and like kind of like the movie 300. It's like I was more of a, you know, trying to, be the best, or, at something. So now I've changed because now I've grown up and matured. Now the problem is that these old egos with the whole I'm doing this, and every time I talk to someone, the Pisces, he keeps on trying to say like, "Oh, I had that already," and it's like this jealousy and like all this. Like, he tries to say that he had the girl that I was talking to already. Oh yeah, that's old news. We done ran through that already. I'm like, bro, you can't get in my head, bro. Stop trying, bro. Like that type of stuff. Where are the receipts? If there's no receipts, that mean it didn't happen, bro. See, when you ask people, okay, you smashed her, you talked to her, show me a text message. Show me. Nah, man, I ain't gonna do all that, bro. I ain't gonna do all that. You ain't gonna show it because you know you didn't do it, bro. That's why I said stop trying to get in my head, bro. You can't affect me emotionally. You can't make me feel some type of way that I don't feel, bro. See? So that's why I say that's your energy, that's your emotion. That shit bounces right off of me because I know who I am and I'm on a higher frequency. So if I'm on a higher frequency, ain't nothing lower, ain't nothing, no frequency beneath me can offset me, unbalance me, make me feel uncomfortable. None of that, bro. So that's why I say, like, sometimes when you deal with certain energies like that, you gotta know how to cast them off you. You gotta know how to cast them out. You gotta know how to maneuver, but not run from them. See, but to study your enemies, bro. That's why you gotta keep them close to you, because there's a lot of intel within your enemies. You learn. Listen, it's. I know it sounds crazy, but as you spend time with your enemies, you start to learn different things. It could be lessons, it could be tests. It can literally show you like, okay, what to be ready for, what not to be ready for, what matters, what doesn't matter. And you learn it from your opposition. You learn it from your enemies. See? So that's why I say sometimes you need to keep enemies around you because they make you grow. It makes you more mature. It makes you, what to say, what not to say, how to respond, how to react. It teaches you, because listen, the dangerous part about this is your friends. See, your friends are the ones that can hurt you way worse than your enemies, because you can't study someone that's trying to be liked. That's why you got to be the type of person, you got to learn how to be not a disliked. It's better to be disliked than liked, in other words. See, because when you have a friend, now this person tries to lower your guard. See, oh, I wouldn't do you like that, man. You my bro. And then what they do is that they're more stealthier, sneakier, more, see, deceptive, because you're taking their word, bro. I'm your friend. I'm your bro. No, you can't take their word. You have to remember, I said you have to question them, even if they say those things. You still have to test them. See, like for instance, let's say you riding with a group of guys, right? And they're supposed to be your bros, right? And you want to test to see how gangster they really are, right? Because right now they popping it. Oh man, I done laid down, and yeah, man, I popped this one dude, and I did. They bragging about all this stuff they done, right? Okay, cool. You tough, and whoop de woo. Now put them through your test. Test them. Test that gangster. Have somebody act like y'all really into it that they don't know. Pull your pistol out and shoot in the air. Boom, 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 and then see what they do. You're gonna see exactly how gangster they are. Yep. And if you don't do that, bro, you never know, because people will lie to you, bro. Deceive you like crazy. A person will dress it, put the golds in, have the hat bang to the right. You know what I'm saying? Just acting all, oh, I'm about it. And then literally when some shit go down, they the first ones running. Or they the first one to be, hey man, hey man, what's going on? Getting all afraid and shit. It's like, oh damn, I thought you was just gangster 2 minutes ago though. You gotta test people, bro. You gotta test people. Because people lie. They lie too much. Test people, leave $5, act like you dropped $5 in the car and have your friend sitting in the front seat and come back. And that that $5 gone and he don't say nothing. He's not your friend, bro. You got to set traps. I tell people this all the time. You got to test your friends, see who's solid, drop $1. Drop $1 in the front seat. Just drop it. Oh, man, I'm going to go to this gas station, use the bathroom, be right back. Your friend take that dollar and don't say nothing. You drop him off, it's not your friend. See? Then you can just cut his ass off. Oh, I know he kept that dollar and damn, he ain't say nothing. Damn, I dropped him off 20 minutes away. Didn't even mention it. What else would he do and not mention it? See? It all started with the test of $1, fam. And could you imagine you got this person over your house, you introduce him to your family, have him over there with your folks, and he can't even give you your dollar back. That's why I tell people like, yo, you really got to test people, bro. Really, and I'm gonna tell you, it's only for you to see. See, it's only for you to know the things what surrounds you. And that's like I say, you cannot let stuff slide, bro. You can't let stuff slide, bro, because it will affect you. It can hurt you. If you allow something, tolerate it, it will affect you, bro. It will. So let me see. He said, motherfucker, gonna get out the car like Trey. No, it's the thing, like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been through a lot, but I know my limits. I know what I can and cannot do. See? And I don't try nothing that I know I can't do, fam. Like, it's like I'm not gonna try to be tough and try to be a certain way if I know I can't live up to that or I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you know your lane, you just stay in it, fam. See? I'm not gonna try to do something I know that's not me. And then, you just gotta be 100 with yourself, because if you're not, that's with anything, even if it's not in regards to, someone like that, or which I mentioned, just certain things in life, you can't do, just don't do it. And I'm gonna tell you, some people, like even as far as women, you might not listen, you might be able to only handle a 7 or a 6. You might not be able to handle a 10, fam. So you can't always think you can't always think like, oh, I gotta have a 10. Like, if you are let's say you just got your driver license, boom, right? And let's say you're young and your mama buy you a car, or your dad buy you a car, or sister, whoever, brother, and the car, you don't like it because let's say the car is not the name brand SRT or something expensive or whatever it is. Even if it's not expensive, it's not a car you like. You don't like the way it look. You think it's ugly. You don't want to drive it. Man, be appreciative, man. Be grateful when somebody buy you something or something. You know how hard it is to get a car? It's never been easy, bro. And like I say, even if the car don't look like nothing, bro, it's transportation. Dude, it's gonna get you from point A to point B rather than being on the bus, bro, or walking. See? So it's like some people be looking at situations and they be like, oh man, it ain't no Ferrari, Mustang or something. So they be like, oh, it ain't worth it, or oh man, it ain't nothing. Like, bro, a car is a car, bro. Just be grateful that somebody looked out for you or whatever the situation. But it's like, that's another thing why people can get caught up in the illusion, bro. Because the illusion is, oh, you got to have the SRT. I mean, for people that's fortunate and they can buy it, cool. But if you can't buy it, bro, don't think that you can't drive because you don't got no damn SRT, bro. It's just like some people think like, oh, I gotta have a certain type of car. Like, it's just like a computer or anything. Oh, I got to have a Mac. If it ain't a Mac, then I don't want, and then it's not good. Like, I can't use it if it's not a Mac. And some people are like that. They get a phone and it's just a budget flip phone. Oh, well, I don't want to use this phone because I need an iPhone. Well, I don't want a phone unless it's an iPhone. And oh, well, here I got an Android. It's paid for. If it's not on a damn lease. It's fully paid off. Here's a free Android. Oh well, no, this kind of looks cheap. Like I would rather have an Ultra. It's like, see, when you being picky and ungrateful, bro, it's like, damn, somebody literally just blessed you and gave you a free phone, bro. And some people they can't accept it as a blessing. They looking at it and thinking it's not, they think it's not worth. They think it's no value in it because, oh, it's not the top of the line. So that's why I always tell people we are challenged by illusions every day. Like, we don't really know what we have until it's gone. We want what we can't have. We want our cake and eat it too. It's like you could look at, see, why am I saying this? Because like you could be with a woman, right? But you're so busy looking at your friend and his wife that you think what you got ain't it. Because you're looking at your friend and you see, oh, his situation. You're like, oh, his situation is better than mine. So now you overlook what you got going on. See? Because you're envious and you're paying too much attention to everybody else's shit rather than your own. See? That's why I tell people, when you so busy looking at everybody else, you forget what you got going on. You got to be grateful for what you got going, your situation right now. Be grateful for what you got right now. Because somebody ain't even got that. Like, it's so crazy. And that's why I said, until it's gone, like I said, I've been in a situation that humbled the hell out of me. And I was homeless. That was the worst. Me being homeless, y'all, that was the worst thing I ever went through in my entire life, bro. That was the worst. I'm talking about, I ain't never think that shit would happen to me. And it broke me down because I was like a very like flashy type of person. I had to go out. I was always at the casino. I was always doing like just out there hanging out, doing all kind of shit. Wild shit too. Man, that homeless shit broke me down to the point where it was like, man, I was just like, I'm gonna tell you what when you experience that, it's almost like it's just like going to jail. When you go to jail, for those of you that been locked up before, you know how it feel when you go into an environment and you feel like just like a like, damn, like this is how I guess is what I got to adapt to, but you can't fully adapt to it because it's so uncomfortable that it's like I don't really know what to do, but it's like I gotta think like a certain way to survive this because this is not it, bro. And it's like when you out there in them streets, bro, and it's time to go you're tired, you're hungry, you ain't did nothing, can't groom yourself unless you have like your little toiletries to go use the bathroom or something. It's like you feel like this ain't never gonna end, and that's what you can't believe. See, you gotta always think. So this is what I was doing every day. And this is like words of affirmation. That's why I tell people I'm on a higher frequency because, bro, you do not know what I've been through, bro, to get to where I am now, bro. Like you wouldn't. A lot of people that went through what I went through, they would have threw the towel in, bro. Like, bro, I done been in a situation, not to brag, but I've been in a situation where, bro, I ain't think that shit was gonna end, bro. To where I had to tell myself every day, I had to manifest everything I got right now, bro. I was like, man, I'm gonna get out of this. This ain't the end. And, like, I had to like sit there and write music, rap. I had to rap. I had to like just, you know what I'm saying? Like, have those talks to yourself where you just like talking to your subconscious, literally having a conversation to yourself. You're like, yo, man, once I get on my feet, All of this shit gonna change. I'm gonna have a car. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be doing my own thing. Like, I'm not never falling. I'm never getting to this point ever again, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, the manifestation worked. Cause every day I was telling myself, like, bro, it's gonna change. It's gonna get better. Like, you doing good. Just keep going. Just keep going. I just kept going, bro. And then, man, I'm talking about the light, bro. When you go through tunnel vision, bro, it's dark. And next thing you know, that light just opened up. It's so beautiful, man. Cause then what happened was, man, I'm talking about, I'm literally outside walking around. I don't, at this point, no money. Phone cut off. Nothing. Bro, I went to the damn office, made a phone call. I'm like, yo. And a matter of fact, I talked to my pops. I'm like, yo. I said, man, look, man, I'm hurting. I'm bad. I am down. Right now, I'm literally like, no food, nothing. I said, bro, I just need a loan. Just a loan. I said, I'll pay it back. Woo. I just need a loan. Bro, he was like, you know what? You could have, he just said, yeah, you know what? Take this. You could just have it, bro. Man, I took that and flipped it. Bro, I'm going to tell you, this how I know. I flipped 600 into 1,200. 1,200 into, bro, I just kept flipping my money. Flip. Boom, got on my feet. Got a car. Boom, 2,000. Flat. Got a car. Flat. Got a house. Flat. Bro, soon as I started my own business, flat. Like, bro, I came all the way back up, bro. As if, that's why I say I'm a rising Scorpio, bro. I fell so hard to the, just literally fell hard, so hard, bro, to the rock bottom. Rising Phoenix, bro. All the way back up, bro. You would never known I was homeless at one point unless me telling you. Bro, that right there just showed manifestation, bro. And I do it still today. You have to say it every day, bro. Even if you write it down and say those words every day, or just have it taped to your damn wall. When you look up, when you wake up in the morning, you see those words. I will be successful. I will be rich. I will have this. I will have that. This will go well. You say these words every day, it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna tell you. Man, listen, I had a situation where I told people about this. I had found some lottery tickets, bro. And those were the winners, bro. Cash them shits in. Now, it was only like $200, but shit, they were winners. I found them in the shopping cart, bro. It's just little random shit, bro, that just happened, bro. But all I'm saying is, like, yeah, you still got to maintain, but manifestations are real, bro. Like, you have to speak life into existence, bro. Not death. You got to speak good things about yourself, bro. You got to, pray. You got to ask God. You got to have a connection with God, bro. Because if you don't, it's almost like an insurance policy. Then you don't have no coverage, bro. That's what it is. See? And that's what I always had. And that's why, bro, I shit you not. It's a lot of things that try to take me out, bro. Them people, I'm going to tell you, when them people was shooting at me, bro, that was a situation that was worse than the homeless situation. But it was almost like a miracle because did not get hit, bro. Did not get hit, bro. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, people was telling me like they just had terrible aim, bro, because ain't no way you survived. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I can't tell you in the moment, but it's like this shit was just like, bro, like I can't, man. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all since y'all think I'm lying, bro. Like, I'm gonna show y'all this shit real quick. Like, this is just one of the holes because they told me they can't they told me like they can't get this shit out though, but this is just one of the damn bullet holes right here. See that? They hit the thing, so they like almost hit my fucking tire, but this the damn bullet hole right there and shit. Like, bro, like that's what I'm saying, like, bro. And then I had to get I had to get a whole new fender, and that's the little fender part in the front, bro. Bro, that imagine if they would have hit the damn tire. And I was driving, I would have been, man, I would have been towed up, bro. And Meryl, I'm gonna tell you, the bullets, they were flying like low, as y'all see it. They was flying low to the floor. So I'm like, what the hell? Then I just kept hearing tap, 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 tap. And I'm thinking like, I could see the fire coming from the barrel. And then all it's because it's nighttime. And then when I had the window down, I kept like hearing the bullets flying past my face because I was driving. And it was like, phew. It was like, phew. Sound like buzzing bees flying past my ear or something, but it was like the window was cracked. And I'm like, yo, they shooting at me. Cause I felt like I didn't know who they was shooting at. I'm like, is they shooting at somebody else? Nah, bro, they was shooting at me, bro. So it was like, I was just like, I thought I was hit because of a drilling rush I had. I thought I was hit because I was shaking. And then like when something told me to play dead, and I just leaned over the console and just played like I was hit. But I was alive. See? Then they drove off. Then I turned my headlights off because it was nighttime, and I sped like, man, I'm talking I was going like 80, bro. And I was going 80 in the 30. Flying down that motherfucker. I ran through the light and everything, bro. Went to the gas station. I'm like checking my body, like trying to see if I'm hit. I wasn't hit, bro. But I was shaking like a damn freaking chicken with his feathers cut off. 'Cause bro, I was shaking so bad I had to go to the ER, bro. Went to the ER and they had to give me like medication and everything because I had the PTSD shit, bro. I was shaking for days and I thought it was something wrong with me. I'm like, why, dude? I'm talking about I was just shaking for days, like 4 or 5, man, whole week shaking. I went to the doctor, bro, and they said it was PTSD, bro. Just from that trauma, bro. Just from that shooting, all that shit, bro. And the problem was, y'all, it wasn't from just a few shots. They were dumping, bro. I'm talking about they was trying to kill me, bro. It ain't no way. They was literally hanging out the back windows. I saw, like, when they turned to hit a Yui, the dudes in the back, they had black masks on, bro. Like black, like, hoodies and black masks. And then they just started dumping, bro, like from like, I want to say like 20 feet away. They was just shooting. I'm like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, bro, I ain't never, bro. That's why I know when people die, bro, I know exactly what the experience is. It's like if somebody shoot at you, you instantly like, you don't know what to do, bro. Your hands go up, you like, even if you got a pole on you, you still gonna do the hands up thing because it's like you don't know where the bullets is coming from. And when I felt that shit flying past my head, bro, I was like, I just went just like this, bro. Just because I did not want to get hit in my fucking face, bro. With no fucking bullet, bro. I'm like, bro. And then I kept hearing the car getting hit with bullets, like, I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, oh shit, because a bullet will go through a damn door. That ain't gonna stop no bullet. So I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm finna die. Bro, as soon as I said that, I'm like, bro, I'm finna die. It's over, fam. And then this is what I did is I have faith in God. I said, Lord, help. I said, Lord, do not let me go out like this. This is what I kept saying. I was like, Jesus, Jesus, please do not let me go out like this. Cause I didn't even get to say bye to my mom. I didn't get to say bye to my sister. I said, look, please don't let me go out like this. Not like this. And that shit stopped, man. He saved me out of that situation, bro. Praise God, bro. It's just the whole mere fact that, bro, that let me know right there, bro, that life is not a game, bro. It is your day could be over with just like that, bro. Cause I ain't even see that coming. If I knew I was gonna die, yeah, all of us would be saying I wouldn't have went out that night. And you don't know when you gonna die, bro. That's the thing. Like, I'm driving, I'm like, oh shit, it's over. Cause I was stuck, bro. I hit like once they shot at me, I'm over to the side of the road. I can't drive. It'd be done for me to try to pull off. They would have shot me. So I'm like, oh shit, I can't go backwards. I can't go forward. I'm stuck. No, I ain't had no pole on me. Nope. I'm just sitting there like, oh, I got pole now though. But shit, before I didn't have no pole. Just because I'm like, I was loafing. I ain't gonna lie, lacking, whatever you want to call it. Sure was. I was on my way home from work. I wasn't even thinking about no gun shooting or none of that. And to make it so bad, I was calm. So when me being calm and them shooting at me, it was like, oh shit, because when I was calm, I was on pills. I was doing pills. I was, I had ecstasy in my system. And when they started shooting at me, it was like I could feel like a little buzz, but it's like my body wasn't really, you know, I wasn't as like frantic and like, shaky as they was shooting. I was shaky once I got away from them to when I got to the gas station. I realized, oh man, like, I hope I ain't hit, fam. Cause when you high, when you anybody try egg, don't try it. I put the disclaimer, don't try it. But when I used to do ecstasy, I felt that feeling to where I'm high, but I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm shot because I don't feel shit. Like, and then I'm like, oh shit, let me check and see. And then I'm like, oh, no, I'm not hit, but shit. I was like, who the hell was that? Now I had a lot of enemies throughout the year, and I did have an enemy in the city that told me when he saw me he was gonna blow my shit back. So I said, well, maybe that was the dude that said he was gonna blow my shit back. Appreciate that gift. What's his name? Royal. Hope I'm saying your name right. But yeah, like he said he's gonna blow my shit back. So I said, all right, bet. Well, I guess when you see me blow my shit back, then all right, whatever. But I guess he caught up to me because I'm fishbowling, driving fishbowl, no tents. Bro just ended up probably seeing me in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there go that dude. Hey man, there go that dude right there. You know what I'm saying? On that type of timing. So, and they was trailing me. See, the problem was I was doing Lyft. I drop off my last passenger for the day. I'm driving. That car that the dudes that, jumped out the back, they was driving a Malibu, an old ass Malibu, like a 2001. Bro, they got behind me and they was trailing me like for miles, bro, following me. I'm looking at them like, oh shit, this car been following me for a minute. I'm like, man, I'm trying to shake them up, shake them loose, and trying to not be obvious like I see them. So I'm like trying to, then I lose them, bro. As soon as I lost them, they got right back behind me, bro. I don't know how. I hit a whole nother street. They right back behind me, bro. I'm like, look in the rear view. I'm like, that's that same damn car. I'm like, they following me again. So I'm a heart beating like it's just hitting, bro. I'm like, oh shit, bro. Now I'm thinking about some Fast and the Furious type shit. Like, okay, what do I do? Do I just speed off? Now that's gonna cause a scene. So I'm like, nah, don't speed off, fam. So I fake a left turn. I hit the signal. Boom. I hit the signal like I'm finna fake turn left, right? Then I stop. I got into the right lane. They swoop behind me on the left side. I get nervous and I'm thinking they finna shoot me right there because they have been following me. So I lean and then I just turn, get over some 2 lanes over. They faked the left turn. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I blow my breath because I'm like, oh, they finna turn. I look in my side mirror. They in the opposite lane, like trying to like catch up to me and shit. I'm like, I hear some say, do not smash the damn gas. Drive and then hit the brake like instantly, bro. I literally had my foot on the gas. I did just that. Whatever, I know that was the voice of the Lord. It had to be. I hit the gas. They sped up, bro. I'm talking about that car literally like came flying. I hit the brake. Just stop where your head go up like that. Bro, soon as I stopped, they burned rubber like and turned like on some crazy shit. And the back windows, because they had tinted windows, the back windows went down. And I just saw a fire, bro. Just like, I'm like, bro, What the hell? And the craziest thing that I got out of that, my intuition, bro, was on point the whole time, bro. Cause once they started shoot, when they came on the side of me, I knew they was trying to kill me, bro. Cause like, look, when they was on the side of me, the window in the front was cracked, like it was like halfway. They front window on their right side, but my left side. And when I leaned, I'm like, shit, I think they gonna try to pop me and shoot me from the like window to window. So I leaned and then went over 2 lanes. And then when I kept going, they faked the left turn, but then they went right. So they came up they was coming up opposite oncoming traffic. And they thought I was gonna gun it, cause I did. I gunned it, but I hit the brake like real fast, like with smashed it and then stopped. And then they went just like this. So if I'm in this car with this hand, once I like gunned it, they gunned it, I stopped and they kept going. And then they turned around, that's when they started shooting. So imagine if I would have like gunned it and they caught up to me, they would have killed me, bro. No questions asked, they would have got me, bro. So that's why I was like, I knew the voice telling me, don't gun it all the way through, but gun it and then hit the brake. Cause I was trying to hit a Yui, but I didn't even have a chance to hit a Yui because they started shooting. And I'm gonna tell you what it looked like, what it sounded like. When I was getting ready to hit the Yui, it sounded like 4th of July right there in the middle of the street. Boom, 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 boom. They just started letting loose because I'm like, in my mind, I'm finna, because at this point, I'm gonna tell y'all, at this point in a life or death situation, bro, I'm like, man, I'm turning my headlights off and I'm driving the opposite lane. Like, I'm going through lane, I'm going in between cars. I'm literally like doing you know what I'm saying? The rat dance. I'm going through all that shit, in and out, running the curb, dripping. I'm like, I'm trying to get the hell out of there, fam. So I'm like, bro, I might end up just, you know what? I'm finna hit a U-turn. I'm like, I'm finna do. Nope. I couldn't even hit no damn U-turn because the island, fam, the island in the middle of the street. I would have hit that shit and then I would have been dead. So I'm like, I couldn't even do nothing but just sit there. So that's why I say, like, man, like, it's in those moments where I couldn't even, like, bro, after dealing with something like that, it just taught me like a lesson. The lesson is always watch your surroundings. Always watch your damn surroundings, bro. If it don't feel right, it ain't right, bro. It ain't no questions asked, bro. Cause I hardly ever just watch my rear view, but now I do. See? I always just, glance and see who behind me or they get too close, and then I end up just automatically switching lanes. But I did feel that, Destiny. I did feel like the old me died because I feel like it was like a situation like, had that not happened, I probably would have still been doing Lyft and Uber. Like, and then I just realized, I was like, nah, bro, I can't be doing this too much. It's too much. It's too risky in my city that somebody could follow me like that. And I just didn't feel comfortable having nobody in my car no more because I felt like I got set up because it was a female I dropped off. That was my last ride for the night. And after that, this random car just started following me like that. I'm like, nah, that ain't making no sense. So you never know who knows you and who may, their ops. Because your name pop up, on the Lyft app when somebody, order a ride. It's like they could see your first and last name and who you are. And it's like, how I don't know that person, hey man, that's that dude you was looking for. And yeah, he my driver and whoop de woo. It's just like, and trust, appreciate that the gift. And it's like, appreciate that Westbred. It's like to me, it's crazy because like a lot of people that I've heard stories like that, they die, bro. Just simply they gone, bro. It's just crazy. Like I remember one time I was at a gas station. Let me lock my door just as we talking about this. I was at a gas station and this random dude walked up to me. He saw the little lift symbol and like the little emblem thing. He like, yo, he like, hey man, just take me up the street real quick. I said, nah, bro. He's like, man, what? You a Lyft driver? You know, I ain't finna do nothing to you, bro. I'm like, I don't know you though, bro. He like, nah, bro, but just take me up the street. I said, nah, bro, I'm not taking you up the street, bro. It's just like, bro, just kept asking, and then he got mad and he tried to like run and open my car door, and then I ended up hitting the gas, bro. I'm like, bro, nah, you not getting it, nah, you can't, no. But that's the whole thing. Like some people, and if you do say no, they'll try to pull a fast one. See, so it's like you got to be careful. Yeah, but it's like you said, take your shit off safety. Yeah, but like now I got my, like I said, I got my gun license. I ain't worried about nothing. See, nope, I ain't got to worry about that shit no more, fam. Like, don't get me wrong, I know it can still happen, but now I got something to blow back with, so it ain't gonna be no me sitting up there playing dead over the council. Like, nope. See, and it's like to me, I like I got a 357, a Magnum, so bro. Now I know most of y'all probably like maybe the like a 9, or I don't know, maybe a 40 Glock or something, or uh like I say, you might like those type of guns. I like the whole revolver. I like because to me it's shoot, bro. Like when I shot that damn gun, bro, it's so fucking loud, bro. That shit sound like like a damn thunderbolt. Like like how when it thunder and that shit, boom. I'm like, damn. And like the smaller one. I don't got the granddaddy one. I got the the snub nose, cause that granddaddy one, that shit heavy as hell. You shoot that, your whole fucking about to break your damn wrist. That shit, boom, like you end up jumping like damn. But I feel like that shit's scary because, bro, if you get shot with that shit, bro, man, that shit gonna fold you like a pretzel at any ends, bro. Like that shit loud. And I also like the 38 too. The 38. But bro, that's like to me, when you see how loud that gun is, bro, you be like, damn. Like you gonna end up jumping from just hearing that shit go off. But like some guns that when they have like extended clips, that shit be jamming though, bro. Like you gotta, I don't really, I like it's just I like the little smoothness of the 357. It's like boom, Yeah, definitely too, Destiny. That man, listen, I even recommend y'all females get y'all gun license, bro. Cause people out here, bro, fuck all that fighting shit. That shit over with, bro. It's 2026, not 6-7, bro. You gotta, man, be strapped because, bro, people man, too many people be doing too much, bro. Too much shit. And folks be like breaking into people's houses. Like, it's a lot of shit. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but like, you will see a lot of stuff go down on your Ring camera and just be finding out people do all kind of shit like all throughout the day, bro. And you be like, damn, I didn't even know people really be out here like walking around, going through your stuff, or going through your going through your cutting through your yard, peeking in your windows of your cars, just doing stuff. Like I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. One day I came out the crib and I shit y'all not, both of my front windows were down. I'm like, is there somebody was just sitting in my shit all night? I'm like, bro, why would they just be sitting in my damn car all night? But that's what people do, bro. Like they break into your car and they just be fucking with shit. But they couldn't take the car because I had my club on. But it's like, to me, it's just crazy how people will literally use your stuff for the night. You know, they'll use your stuff for the night, and then it's like, damn. But I remember that when I had a dead groundhog in my wall, and that thing was stinking so bad, bro, that one morning, I'm talking about, I was almost finna walk outside to just get some air. But something told me, my intuition was like, don't go outside on the deck. I'm like, okay. I listened to my intuition, stalling myself by like a minute. Guess what shows up on my back porch? A big ass dog, bro. And this wasn't no rant. This type of dog wasn't no random like dog, like something like small. This dog looked like one of them they call them like a blood such and such. Is like a I got a picture of the damn dog, but the dog was huge, bro, and it was literally right there at my damn screen door. I'm like, oh my God, had I went outside, that dog would have got me right there on the porch. But the dog showed up because of the dead groundhog smell. That man, I'm talking about if y'all, yeah, bloodhound, yeah, definitely was one of them bloodhound type dogs. But bro, this it was a dead groundhog in the wall. And then it decomposed, and then the blood of the damn groundhog, it literally leaked through the damn fucking ceiling and started dropping on the damn floor. And I'm like, dude, the smell was so terrible, bro. It smelled like I mean, it is a dead body, but it smelled like a dead body for sure. Like, I was like, what the hell? This thing stink. But that freaking bloodhound was right at the damn door because I knew he smelled that shit from probably miles away. And the crazy thing is, as soon as I went out the front door, that dog ran down the street and just disappeared, which is just weird. Like, and I got the ground, I knew this one dude, he was a Cancer. He's like one of them type of like wildlife type dudes. This is why I tell people it's good to know people or have friends that you might think they're weird, bro, but it's like they always come in clutch, bro. When something like, animal situation go down, it's like you can't, that's why I be telling people like not to judge people because, bro, you might have a friend that actually like knows a lot about animals, bro. Dude he's a Cancer, bro. He came over. Not no guy. I didn't call no damn company. Nope. I just called a Cancer. He came over, had his little cleaning materials, and then he's like, oh, he knew how to put drywall in, so he cuts a hole in the wall, pulled that damn groundhog out, because I thought it was a raccoon. He's like, oh, it's a groundhog. And then he's like, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, he's a stinky mother effer. Then he's like, yeah, he put him into a damn garbage bag, cleaned the blood up, got the smell out. Then he told me in the backyard, he said, yo, this is how they're getting in, because you have a little, like, one of those little, um, it's usually like a steel like sheet that goes down, and it's supposed to keep out like rodents and shit from like getting in the little ceiling part of the crib. So he's like, yeah, you need to get a fence that goes around the whole deck to keep them out. And he only charged me $200. $200 to put that fence up. You know how much I got a quote? You know how much they told me it was gonna be through the pest control place? They told me it was gonna be 3 grand. 3 grand for knowing dude. He built it himself. $200. He told me, oh, they're just man, they're gonna try to rip you off. He told me. He said, man, I'll go get the supplies from Menards and I'll just build a fence around your whole deck. $200, bro. Just got that groundhog out the fucking wall. It stunk so bad, bro. Like, I don't even know how I like survived sleeping with that smell lingering over my head, bro. That shit stunk so bad, bro. Like, then he told me, oh, you got a friend as well. Cause, bro, it was a raccoon that was like constantly coming back and forth. Cause he had like shit down, to where he was like monitoring that little area. And he said, oh, yeah, you got a raccoon here too. And then he said, oh, this is a female, so she's not as threatening. Like, this man knew about animals like crazy, bro. He's like, yeah, she's a female, so yeah, she's not as aggressive as the male raccoons. She's like, he was like, yeah, this one is they're real quiet, like kind of like, and then he was right, because I looked at it and it wasn't even like aggressive. But it was like, I damn sure ain't gonna touch it or nothing like that. But he went on and took her and just, out there somewhere in the, he said he takes him out there by the woods, just lets him go. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But like, I had to get that fence because I kept hearing stuff in the wall, and it was like they were like basically building a little nest inside of the damn wall. And I used to hear them running around and shit when I'd be wake up out of my sleep like, damn, what the hell is that? All kind of knocking and look running across the, you could hear it. So I'm like, I'm just glad it wasn't no raccoon, bro. Cause that raccoon, but it's so crazy because the groundhog, I guess how he died in the wall is that he got stuck because groundhogs, they're not really flexible. Like they can't climb. Like if they come down into a hole or something, they can't climb themselves out because they kind of like they're like more like closer to the ground or the floor. Like they're real low to the ground, so like they can't be maneuvering like no damn squirrel or nothing. And I was like, damn, he fell and got himself stuck because there was a pipe right there. And the funniest thing about the groundhog, it's not really funny, but it's sad and funny at the same time, is once he got stuck, he started like doing this little whining noise, like, and it was like he was like, and I'm like, what the hell is that noise, bro? Because I heard it, and it was like it was crying out for help, like trying to, but bro, nobody could save it because of the wall, bro. Like I was finna crack that wall open, like to find out it was something else. Hell, I was scared of the damn noise. Like if you get like some people get bees, they get like wasps, certain they get into your wall and then they build a nest and then you can hear those bees flying around like in the wall. So thank God it wasn't nothing like that. But let me see. Destiny said here in the mountains should be crazy as fuck too. No cap, gotta secure the crib. Yeah, definitely. Like I can't even keep my garbage cans like outside. I gotta always keep them in the garage because man, with raccoons, bro, they be like one time I went to work. I go outside and I seen like 9 raccoons like all in the driveway. I'm like, yo, and they just all looked at me like, you know how they look at you and they like bold. They just don't even like flinch, move. They just was just like looking at me like they all was just staring at me like. I looked at them and went right back in the house like, oh shit. I can't even like walk to the car. They all just standing in the middle of the driveway. But it's like, if I leave the trash out, they will be all up in, they'll have a field day. They'll be all in the damn trash. And then they be opening that thing like a human. They'll literally open the hood and then drop it like boom. You could really hear it. You like, damn, y'all in there doing like you mess around, open the damn lid, and they'll be right there like. So I don't trust. I always put the trash cans in the garage until it's garbage day, because otherwise, bro, they will be all up in that trash for real. Like, damn, we got some visitors, and they don't like. The craziest thing is they're like, even though they're nocturnal, they like have a. It's almost like if they. I noticed that they stay on a schedule. So like, if you have trash out at a certain time and they've already been in it, they'll come at that same time, every day. They'll just keep coming the same time, like, because they know, oh, they're smart enough to know, like, oh, that's when there's gonna be trash out there. Like, okay, boom, because they can smell it. But it's like, I just can't do that one no more. And then we just have like deer, deer that be from time to time we get deer and skunks, but like nothing really too shabby. But like one thing the dude did tell me though, he said, which was interesting. He said if you want to catch a raccoon, he said their favorite meal is jelly and some it was like whipped cream or something, because he said the jelly and the whipped cream is like it shines, it has a glow to it in the way that the raccoon sees it. So it's like it shines in the dark. It attracts him to it. And it's so crazy because I always said this too. Whenever you set a bait trap, one thing that I notice is that even if the animal knows it's a trap, they still don't give a damn. They still want the thing that they got their eyes on. See? And they're willing to get caught for it. See? So that tell you too, even how humans and how humans operate are the same. Like some people, they'll do something risky just because it's like a 1% or 5% chance they won't get caught. See, so it's like, oh, they'll do something crazy and risk it all just because, oh, it's just a chance that, hey, because what do they feel? What do they got to lose? And that's what that's what they put forward, just like a damn animal would. It's like, oh well, I probably won't be getting jelly no time soon. I don't know. So I might as well just risk it all just to, even if I get caught. So it's like the prize or the reward is much more, you see, they're willing to risk it all for the reward. So that's why the world works like that. Like people will do some risky shit just so they can do it. Like, oh, just so I can get the reward. If you smash somebody's mom, it's like, damn, they'll ruin the friendship for it. It's like, oh well, smashing your mom's worth more than us being friends. So, that's how folks they'll, value something that they actually want over something that's like, that situation y'all got going on. So, you gotta be careful with that. Um, yeah, definitely a bear. Now that's the one thing I wouldn't want to see no goddamn bear. But like I know that they are out there in some areas, but it's like one thing I noticed too is like there's people that walk around a lot in neighborhoods, and I don't trust it, but it's nothing I could do about it. But people will literally walk up and down it, whether they're walking their dog or whether they're just walking around just normal. But the problem is they see everything. See, so it's like if you see everything, they're questioning everything, and then people get nosy. So there was a situation. I shit y'all not. I literally caught my neighbor going in our mailbox. It's cold blooded. So like one day I woke up, boom, got up early in the morning, and something was telling me like go outside, and I was just humbug. I just went outside and I'm sitting like in the front, but the neighbor couldn't see me. And the lady, she literally walked to my mailbox, opened it up. She had her hands all in just all in my shit. And she's going through my shit like it's hers. Man, I hopped on her ass so fast. I ran over there. I said, yo, what are you doing in my mailbox? And then she just looked at me like, my brother was supposed to put something in here for me. I'm like, nah, bro, don't go through my mailbox. That's, you can't do that's against the law. I told her like, don't like I told her, do not go in my mailbox. I'm not in your mailbox. Do not go in my mailbox. But it was just the mere fact that, what the hell are you doing? Like you in my mail. What are you doing? But she didn't think she was gonna get caught. See, that's why she had that bullshit excuse about her brother putting something in there. She's going through my shit because I felt like people are nosy, bro. See, people are nosy. So that teaches you something. Like the raccoon. Knowing some type of information, as risky as it is, to her is worth it because she really wants to know some shit about what's going on with, neighbors or whoever. And that's what you gotta watch, is because people, bro, as innocent as they may look, bro, you can't trust it, bro. See? You can't trust what look innocent. You can't trust none of that shit, bro. You got to watch people, bro. See? So now I have a hidden camera in my driveway. See? Nobody know I have a hidden camera. And I can see exactly what them neighbors is doing, and they know, and they can't see me. See? They don't even know it's right there. And that's why I always say, like, you have to, even if you gotta camouflage the shit, put something over it, watch them, bro. Because people do shit when you're not looking, bro. Like, and then the people walking by and just waving and shit when they really saying bye, it's like, bro, you really don't know what people really are doing, bro, until you catch them. Man, I never forget that shit, bro. Dude, like, she was all in my shit, bro. Like, I had a stack of mail. She was just flipping through them shits like a damn deck of cards. She's just, I'm like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Like, don't be going through my goddamn mail. But it's like, Like one time, I remember one time I cut all the lights off in the crib, right? I go to the living room window. I'm literally peeking through the window, and guess what I see? The neighbor right across from me, he's literally like in the window just looking. You know how creepy that is? He's just looking. And I know what y'all might say, oh, well, he's doing the same thing you're doing. Well, I'm not like just sitting in the window with the light on. He doesn't have blinds. I have blinds. He doesn't. He's just standing and just looking out the window like this. Peeping Tom, bro. I understand. I've done it before. I've done some creepy, like, some nosy, thinking it's funny type shit when I was younger. I used to look through windows at night and like, peek and see. I did this before where it was a bathroom in a neighbor's house and I turned all the lights off and then I was in the bathroom. I was young though. I was super young. And I was looking through the window like, ooh, see what's going. But that's dumb that they didn't have blinds in the bathroom. I didn't understand that. Like, why would you not have blinds in your bathroom? Like, that's not smart. But people are people are like that. They don't like put nothing up. See? It's like you gotta be careful because, like I say, I caught myself doing it and I realized, like, yeah, it's a creep thing. And I'm like, damn, don't give me nothing to look at. Put blinds up. I never understood that because even neighbors, they have no blinds. See, it's like it's easy for people to see what you have. It's just it makes you vulnerable. It's too vulnerable for someone to have easy access to see everything of how your house is made, what it looks like. Let me see. Edward said, let me see. Said he had a cell phone, an iPad, iPhone delivered in the house, and neighbor ended up picking it up. He said, yes, I caught on my camera. I bought it to the police because he said he didn't know. So I said, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I took the video to the cops and he said, you know what the cops told me? That could be anyone's. I said, that ain't anybody, that's my neighbor. And then said the cops told me there's nothing I could do unless I caught his face on camera. I said, can't you go over and look at him? Right now he has the same damn clothes on. Damn. So did they give it back? Yeah, Des said I always put the blinds up. I could feel when people are watching me. Damn, that's why I said that's what I said. Like you could feel when people lock eyes onto you. See, and it's like some people, they're like, I like to call them snipers. They're not really snipers like they have sniper guns, but they like snipe you when they actually watch you. They're like way off in, probably not right up on the window, but they're like way back some, but they're like really eyeing you out to where they're paying attention and trying to like, figure out what's going on. Cause like I have nosy neighbors and the guy next door, he's always like, pretending like he's fucking with his lawn all the time. And I know he's looking because he has a camera right outside his like on the side of his house. And every time like it's like a motion sensor on there too. But I've already like identified it. I already saw the camera in it because I used to do security and one of our little like tours were to check the cameras. So to make sure they were, functioning, making sure, that it's actually working. So I know what those little hidden cameras, what they look like. And plus on Temu, if you go on Temu, you can, man, listen, you can buy a cheap ass camera that works just as good as a damn what is it called? Ring camera. So it's just like you could buy a camera on Temu and literally set that bad boy up to your smartphone and boom, like you got footage right there. Boom, and it works just as good. So I'm like, shit, it's just a generic version of a camera, but it still works. But like the thing about it is that if you look at your neighbors and their cameras and see where they're placed, it's cold blooded, bro. See, now you know what they care about the most. If the camera's off to the side of the house and not in the driveway, then they want to know what the hell's going on with the neighbors. They want to be able to watch the neighbors nosy. See, Cause one time, this is funny. The neighbor came, he came to my front door. He's like, boom, boom, boom. Then he started like, cause I don't talk to neighbors. I don't trust like doing that type of shit. So he comes like boldly to the door and he's like, yo, I talked to the guy that used to stay here about, you have a weed tree in your backyard and it's touching my tree. And hey, I'll go ahead and take it down for you. And I said, no, don't touch my motherfucking tree. I told him like, nope, don't touch my tree. He's like, I'll cut it down because this is the problem. It's literally leaning on my tree. And I'm looking at him like this man ain't got nothing better to do but sit here and try to argue with me. Cause he knows I don't fuck with him. I don't talk to him. I don't ever wave. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. See? So he's trying to pick a fight with me over a fucking tree. He's like, oh yeah, that's a weed tree and it's touching mine. And see, my garden is all beautiful and none of my gutters are full of leaves. Yours are like, and then he had a nerve to say, you could use my ladder. Like it takes like literally like 5 seconds to just like put the ladder up and take all the shit out of the gutters. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna deal with when I got time. When I want to clean my fucking gutters, I'll do that on my time. Don't tell me what to do or when to clean them. And why is you watching my house? Like, focus on your own yard. Why you all in my shit? See, but that's because of that camera, bro. So that's why I know he always comes outside and he pretends like he's fucking with his lawn, but he's really watching me because I be sitting in my car doing YouTube and I work and I have to use my car for work. See, this is a business vehicle. So it's like, yo, he's all in my shit, just watering the grass. And you could tell he's overdoing it because it's like, bro, you just cut the grass yesterday. Now you putting little bees down and walking with the weed whacker and pulling the garage up and doing clothes. It's just, you could just tell like he's watching me, but he's trying to pretend like he's not. See, he's at this outside at the same time I'm outside. And then he's like breaking his neck to wave. We're not friends. Remember I said some people, they give you the illusion that they're waving, but they're really saying bye. You see? It's like, hi, hater. Oh, bye, hater. Like, yeah, I see you waving. You not waving. You don't know me. You just waving because you're really saying bye. See? It's a thing, like a nervous habit that people do when they feel guilty for watching you, but they want to make it seem like they're being friendly, but they're really not. So you got to be careful because people will trick you like that, like thinking, oh, they want to they want to project that, oh, I'm friendly, you know, you can speak to me, but they really are nosy. See, so it's like you gotta be careful. People will try to make you talk to them, so that's why they wave. I don't wave, bro. I don't even look at him. I see him over there, I feel him like just looking, but I never look at him because I know he's gonna try to force a way. He's trying to force it. He always tries to force the hello. Like, bro, you don't think I seen you, bro? I just don't want to talk to you. He be like, bro, what you doing, bro? Like, yo, I'm not gonna say hi to you, bro. Why do you keep trying to force it? It's like even if he sees me like looking back or I'm about to leave, he be like, like, hey, hi, like, bro, watch out, bro. That's why I be like, yo, you gotta be careful, man. People really be trying to they'll force it, try to be seen by you, and it's like, yo, I don't want to talk to you. Started talking about everybody in the neighborhood. I'm gonna tell you how he did it. Yeah, see, your neighbor next door. Yeah, 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 yeah. She had somebody come and cut the grass in the lawn, and yeah, you know, she's not working right now. So, she's really having her husband's friend cut the grass, and he knew everybody's fucking business, bro. I'm like, bro, he's messy, bro. Don't tell him shit, bro. And then you can always have Joe cut your grass. He's been over here for years. Like, no, I'm good, bro. After that, I just didn't say nothing else to him, bro. He was messy. Anybody that just talk about people and just sharing all they fucking shit and they're not presently there to like defend themselves, or you didn't hear it from them, like nah, bro. And then like when I pay this guy to cut the grass, right? Because I don't have time to do it. My grass cutting guy, I've been having him for years cut the grass, bro. They just give him like $50, bro. He just come cut it, bro. Front and back, right? Next thing you know, he cuts through the neighbors, the same neighbor I'm telling y'all about, the nosy one. He has the ride lawnmower. This man ran through the front yard of the other neighbor, like literally put a damn mohawk in the middle of his grass. Just cut a patch of freaking grass out of his front yard. And literally, these people were so pissed, bro. They came to me like, "Yo, your grass cutting dude is no good, bro. Like he cut through our lawn and just literally like didn't give a fuck, bro. He didn't stop and say sorry." And then he said, "Oh, he even knocked your bird feeder down." I'm like, bro. And then I did confront my grass cutting dude. I said, "Yo," I said, "Gary, bro." I said, "Why did you go through the yard, bro?" He was just like, I wasn't really paying attention, man. I just went through the front lawn because I had to cut the other neighbor's house next to him." I'm like, bro, why you just didn't go through the back then, bro? Like, why? Like, bro, you got this big ass riding lawnmower. You don't think they will see you, bro? It's stuff that people do that's like, when they don't care, bro, it's like they really do shit that's stupid, but it's like, it's funny at the same time because it's like, bro, you got this huge lawnmower, bro, and you just ran in front of somebody's lawn like you didn't give a damn whether it wasn't cut or not. You just fume. I'm like, that's like running over somebody's damn foot. And he just didn't even say sorry. Hey, I'm my bad. Nothing. He couldn't say it because it's literally clear as day. It was intentional. And knocking the bird, dude, he knocked my bird feeder down and ran it over, bro. But you gotta understand, I can't get mad because what am I giving him? $50. So he's giving me $50 worth. Like this man was so crazy. Look, the craziest thing is this man for $50, bro. It was like I had this huge weed, like just weeds everywhere, bro. He would not cut the bush down because of the price. But then you know what's crazy? It was this one dude, he did the whole lawn, the whole for the same price. He did everything. It's crazy how people like would do something. Some people will do the bare minimum because they feel like, they should get more. And then some people, they be hustling. They just be, all right, man, I do it. Yeah, I take care of 50. But then he did try to get me though. So the next time I was like, yo, can you cut the grass? I'm thinking he gonna give me the same service. Then he tried to upcharge me. Well, I did it last time for 50 because that's my, when you my new customer, that's the little, trying to hustle me. That's like the price I give when I first start a little job, and I do it the first time, but now I need 150. I'm like, nah, bro. Fuck me. Fuck. See, Gary take 50 every time, bro. See, he don't change his price. Now he ain't finna do all the little extra weed whacking and the trimming and all that fancy stuff. He just gonna do the front and back, but I'm gonna keep the 50. See, cause that's what I that's what I agreed to, 50. But dude said 150, like, and then he tried to say it like, but I did it the first time because like you a new customer, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to look out, but now, my main price is 150. I'm like, nah, not for no grass, bro. You trying to get over, bro. That's like a barber charging you $80 for a haircut, bro. What you gonna say? 40 for the top and 40 for the sides in the back? Like, come on, bro. Why, man? I cut my own hair, and I got to a point in my life. My favorite haircut is the bald head, bro. Yeah, baldy. That's what I call it, the bald head. Cause why? I literally just take the damn clippers and I just cut all the hair off. See? And then I flush it down the damn toilet. And then what I do is just line up my little mustache here, looking like a damn boy. And I just, hey, move on, fam. It's cut, fam. That's it. I'm not paying no barber no $80, bro. That's a pair of damn Air Force One tennis shoes. I'm not finna give no barber no $80. That's ridiculous, bro. I remember a haircut used to be like $10, bro. and that's over with. Could you imagine $80, bro, for a haircut? That man, I don't know. People, I understand this. The economy's effed up, and people are just charging, but it's like that's a lot, bro, for just a haircut. You better be getting a couple haircuts. Shit, that might come with 3 cuts free. Nope, not even. So it's like now this. I'm not sponsoring this, but this is zero sugar, so y'all know. So it's like 5 damn calories altogether. Okay, and for anybody that wanted to know. But yeah, what's the question, Steph? Where the hell is my? Where the hell did I do with my? Make sure I didn't lose my freaking phone. Oh, it's right here. I'm tripping. Okay. So yeah, what's the question, Steph? Wait, Crib Blue, why you say that's cap? What's cap? Wait, Edward said, was there an older person? A lot of old people with dementia looks out windows. Did you keep on looking out a window? They have no other view of outside. Um, no, but what he did was okay. So he started off his left, because he lives in like one of those like Cape Cod type of houses. So he has that upper stairs with the 2 windows and then the door in the middle. So his house is made different. On the block, because like his house is the probably the smallest out of everybody else. Like has like a ranch style house. So he's always been in the left window, but now he moved his where I guess his little living room space. Now he's closer to the window, so now I can actually see him. Like he's right there, like boom. As soon as you look out the window, he can see you because his head is like right. Like you could tell he set it up to where he doesn't have to look over his shoulder at you know outside type shit. He could actually sit in front of the window now, and wherever he has a TV, you could tell is like probably right there in the window. So no blinds, and then he has like pink walls, which is weird. And then like he's just like sitting there, and he's like he doesn't have a wife, he doesn't have no children, so he's just like a single man living there. But I've never spoke to him. He's never spoke to me. And every time I look at him, he looks like gives you that Jeffrey Dahmer type of look to where it's like I just don't say nothing to him. And then when he's outside, he's always playing like he listens to like heavy metal type music. So when in the mornings, he's like, sawing shit down, and then he's playing like his jams and stuff. So I just leave him alone. I don't fuck with dude like that because I feel like I just know like I saw one time there was this dude trying to sell some shit. He was walking up and down the street, and he came across the dude I'm telling you about, and he was sawing. And I don't know if the dude distracted him or he walked up on him and like maybe scared him or did something. And then I heard him say, "Oh fuck," and he said that, and I was like, "What the hell?" I looked over there. I'm like, "See." I knew not to even say nothing to him because I think the dude was trying to sell him something and he like screwed up something on the saw because he has like this huge saw thing, and I know he's always like he cuts grass too for a living, I think, because I see him with the little truck and shit and the hatch on the lawnmower riding lawnmower thing. But yeah, it was like I see him, but it's like it's a lot of neighbors. Like I ain't gonna lie, I would like to know the women neighbors, but not the men neighbors, like if that makes sense. But the women neighbors they never said a word to me since they probably waved one time or twice out of me living there 7 years. Never said nothing to me like that. Now I did have the situation that you had, Edward, where the lady, her mail got delivered to my house, and then it was like some, because I accidentally opened it, and it was just like some women type perfume type shit, right? So I closed it, and tried to retape it because I'm like, oh, I saw the name on the box. It wasn't, I'm like, oh shit, it's such a a different name. I still didn't know whose it was, or I didn't recognize the address. So I just put it by my front door, and then the mail people called me and they were like, oh, a package got delivered to you, and we know you got it, type shit. And I was like, oh yeah, 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 it's probably an accident. They said, well, can you take the box? Can you take it to your neighbor such and such? I was like, who's that? On my left side or my right side. So they told me the name, boom. Cause the nosy man told me like who the the lady's name that stays next to me. So I had someone else take it over there. And because I didn't feel comfortable going to the lady's house, but it's because I had, opened it. And then I just had one of my little relatives tell them like, yo, that was, they accidentally opened it or whatever, whoop de whoop, because they, we don't normally get someone else's mail, but it was just because it was a box. And I'm thinking like, shit, is it something I order off Amazon? So it wasn't, but it was like, boom, I just returned it. And she was cool with it, but it was just like, I don't really, back in the day when I remember back in the day being friendly with neighbors, and one time uh somebody, they broke into our shit and took some stuff. So it was like I just ever since then I just learned to not get too comfortable with neighbors, bro. Cause it was like it was all kind of stuff happening to like the house, and the doors were open sometimes, like when we know we locked them. It's just weird stuff was just kicking off. And then you got to be careful because some people will find the need to invite themselves over to your house when you do that buddy, waving, and like, when you show yourself too friendly, it's like folks start like helping themselves to your house. They start knocking on your door to tell you stuff. They get bold to where they start, just, you might catch them in your driveway picking up, uh, you know, garbage or, little stuff like damn. So you gotta be careful with stuff like that. Now, it was something else I wanted to talk about really quick. Okay, so let me see here. And it's like even so, if a Pisces could be friendly and distant at the same time, okay? So like I say, they could care about everybody and then they can just, emotionally isolate to recharge. Another thing is a Pisces can, they can reply fast for 3 days straight and then all of a sudden they just vanish for a week. So and I'm gonna tell you why, because the emotions became overwhelming. So if, let's say, for instance, a Pisces, you and a Pisces been rocking it out, y'all been cool, y'all been kicking it, whoop de woo heavy. Then this can happen where a Pisces just disappears for like a week, and it's because of they became emotionally overwhelmed. You got to understand that they're not only managing their own emotions, but they're managing yours, others. Now, I understand you may feel like, oh, well, they didn't have to, or I don't understand why they are, but it's because they naturally absorb, and it just happens. And then it's almost like Pisces gets confused because they have to separate what's theirs and not theirs in regards to their emotions. Now, another thing is, let's say if a Pisces feels like, you're a cool person or whatnot, but then they may still feel like they need space. So this could be a change of reality because, a Pisces can love people deeply, but then at the same time still need, distancing. Okay. And they could do this simultaneously. So that's what confuses people because sometimes Pisces can do both. See? So it's like they could do the right thing and the wrong thing. They can call in on time, but then they can leave early. See what I'm saying? Like they could do something right and then do something wrong right at the same time. So it's like you clocked in, but then you didn't clock out. It's like it could be a situation like that. Now, another thing too, which I'm gonna talk about that in a different video because like sometimes a Pisces, because a Pisces pick up on everything. So if a Pisces woman is inside of a, let's say a Starbucks, right? Or a place where, restaurant style type of place. And let's say there's a drink or something that got served, but it became unnoticed by anyone else, but the Pisces saw it, see? And let's say that drink is like $35 or something like that. Sometimes a Pisces will go over there and take that damn drink and nobody would even see the Pisces take it. See? So you gotta be careful because like if you leave stuff out, it's almost like a shark. It's like you leave something out, it's gonna get took, bro. But it's like sometimes a Pisces doesn't sit there and like plan or plot like a Scorpio would. It's more of a just a impulse that a Pisces get. Oh, nobody claimed it. Okay, I'm gonna go over there and take it. Hey, I'm gonna go over there and get that $35 drink. Somebody just left it there. So it's not like they will steal it, but then it's like you still took it though because nobody was there to claim it. So that's why I said a Pisces could do two things, one being the right thing and the wrong thing. It's like, well, damn, you probably should have asked, but you didn't see no one. So you're like, yo, who was I gonna ask? See, nobody was there. Now, a Pisces can feel everybody's emotions, and this is what makes them friendly. Okay, so they can feel the vibes coming off you. You could be somebody that makes them laugh, or a Pisces might just start absorbing like, all your energy. Now, as a Pisces absorbs your energy, they could also take it. See, as I mentioned, they have to separate their emotions from yours, which means they could take your energy. See, they want it because sometimes theirs might be, let's say they're depleted, they can recharge off yours. But the problem is if they take your energy, then what happens to you? See, you become drained because now that Pisces, because you gotta understand, if you're entertaining that Pisces and they're absorbing your energy because you're making them laugh, you're making them happy, then guess what? You can run out of gas, and now that Pisces is literally running off your energy. See, and while reserving their own. So then you start feeling exhausted, and now you don't want to be around the Pisces because it's like, oh, I'm feeling drained. I need a break. And see, no boundaries. You might have the illusion that, oh, if I stop talking to this Pisces, they're going to leave me. So you end up staying stuck, and now they keep taking your energy. See, because you didn't set any boundaries. See, because Pisces, listen, Pisces dissolves all boundaries, meaning illusions. The problem is that's why if you have something, the Pisces could be your friend, right? They will merge with you. So if they become friends with you, they feel like, oh, you and I have, the bond, so it's us. So what is yours is mine, and what is mine is yours. So that's why a Pisces might start trying to talk to your girl. See, because now they think that, oh, I'm friends with you. I have access to everything that you have because we merged, we're friends. I have I can have, what you got and you can have what I got. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not realistic. That's not reality, but that's what it does. See, you can bend reality. You can manipulate you can manipulate uh the reality of a situation. See, you can bend it because literally if a person feel like, oh, we merged, you can't be selfish. Even though the boundary is that, hey, this is mine. But see, Pisces don't play. See, if a Pisces join you, they expect to have all of you, bro, even what you got. It's cold-blooded. See? And yes, they will give what they got. They a lot of times they won't even trip. They could be cool with you hanging out with their girlfriend. But they want to be having, that hands in your shit too. See? So that's the thing, like you don't have no privacy. If you try to have privacy, then what would happen? That's when secrecy is born. Then it'll be a secret. Anything you don't allow the Pisces to have, they're gonna take it, bro. And then it's gonna be used as a secret. Because Pisces rules secrets, Scorpio rules privacy. See? And the whole thing is why Scorpio wants to be alone, wants to be, keep everything private. But with Pisces, secrets. So a secret could be, oh, I'm talking to your girlfriend behind your back. Secret could be, I'm doing something and hey, I shouldn't be doing this. Doing the right thing and the wrong thing. But all the while balancing at the same damn time because of the resistance. The fish, both of the fish can't leave each other. So a Pisces will always come with good and bad impulses. See? So that's why I said, like, when I did the video about how does a Pisces become, like the devil, I wasn't saying that the Pisces is the devil, but having a good and bad impulses means that if a Pisces could go around doing the same thing, right and wrong at the same time, that's how so many people get screwed over. Or that's how so many people misread Pisces, because it's like, damn, they're so unpredictable with their impulses that you don't know what side of the pendulum you're gonna get. Hell, you might just get both. And that's what creates confusion. Now, another thing of that confusion keeps Pisces from being manipulated. See? Because if someone does both, it still creates a charge because it's positive and negative. So if someone tries to manipulate a Pisces, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work because a Pisces will say yes when they feel like the need to say yes, and they'll say no when they feel the need to say no. So you can't control them by saying, oh, you do this and this only. Nope. Because a Pisces will have one foot in one thing, one foot in another thing. So it's like it's hard to pin them down to just one thing. Now, unless they want to just, have one thing. Now, one of the biggest facts that nobody talks about with Pisces is that, as I mentioned, they can be both. See, they can be warm and cold in regards to their heart. See, they can be both. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because they feel emotions so intensely that their behavior, it changes depending on whether or not their spirit feels emotionally safe. So if a Pisces, that's why I said the spiritual cord that holds the Pisces is the resistance. That resistance spiritually is what you can't see. You can't see the emotions of the Pisces. If they don't feel emotionally safe, oh, they'll use that side of them that you don't expect, which is what? The bad side. They'll leave, like, literally, if a Pisces feel emotionally unsafe, they'll lie to you. Hell yeah, they'll lie to you to get out of some shit or to do some shit. If it's gonna make them emotionally safe, they're gonna do it. No matter if it's right or wrong. Just because if something is gonna make them feel something like feel bad, they ain't finna do it. You see, they can be weird. They could be weird on purpose, like do weird things to go about it because, like I say, they don't want to be in a situation where they don't feel emotionally safe. Now, if a Pisces become distant, it's not because they hate people. See, Pisces do things for different reasons. It's not the same like dude was saying, like everybody else do it. No. So if a Pisces become distant, it's not, like I said, it's not because they hate people, but it's because they're overwhelmed, bro. See, disappointed, overstimulated, emotionally tired, or just protecting themselves mentally. That's why I said, if a Pisces were to be any other thing but a fish, it will be a cat, bro. Because if Pisces behave just like a cat. If you overstimulate it, it starts to scratch you, wants to get away from you. But when you're silent and you're still, because the fish, I said the fish, because the cat got time to watch you and see, okay, you ain't moving weird, you calm and you chilling. Okay, now I feel comfortable emotionally to approach you. Now I want to be petted because now I see your energy first. But if you just try to come after a cat and you don't give it time to adjust, it start moving all kind of weird ways and shit, jumping on stuff and doing hiding, doing all kind of stuff. It might escape, but you know what I'm saying? Till you chill out, it'll come back. See? So that's just my little spiel, okay? Now, if a Pisces gives you, unfriendly behavior, that's an emotional defense mechanism. See? So if a Pisces is friendly, that means that they are emotionally open. See? Now, if a Pisces stays home instead of what? Forcing social energy that they don't generally feel. Because a Pisces, the thing, a Pisces is authentic. They're not going to force their energy on anyone or anything just because. Now, a Pisces can choose solitude over draining interactions. So the small talking is not really in the Pisces, like, neck of the woods. They don't want to really do the small talking. It's because it's draining. See? They don't really have the, energy for it. They don't want to have the energy for it. A Pisces oftentimes wants peace more than attention. So those are things, like I say, if a Pisces feels any of that uncomfortableness whatsoever emotionally, they're going to detach suddenly. Okay. Now, if a Pisces becomes unfriendly, it's because the human behavior disappoints them. Okay. If a person does something that literally pisses their Pisces off, bro, they're going to be unfriendly, bro. They're not going to do, like, it's crazy because if when a Pisces is hurt, it's almost like this. Nobody notices their silence. People keep talking. People keep doing as they were doing. This is why a Pisces snaps, bro. See, it's like you don't understand the Pisces and had enough. That's when they become extremely quiet. Like, let's say you're barely hearing from them. This is why they're overwhelmed. If you had a Pisces, you like, yo, they stopped talking to me. They were hitting me up we were talking every day. Now nothing. You got to let them recharge, bro. Don't force it. Don't ask questions. Oh, why you ain't hit me up? I called you yesterday. You ain't, you acting funny. Don't do that. You gotta let them like recharge, bro. It's just like if your phone battery was dying, you can't force it to stay, to force it to keep doing shit. You gotta put it on the charger. You know that it needs to be charged. You've been using it all day. So shit, you gotta charge your phone. You can't be like, oh yeah, man. I know I've been using my phone all day, but shit, I got 10%. I'm gonna keep watching YouTube. Like, bro. And you can't use a Pisces when they or just be like keep expecting their energy you know when they need to do a recharge. Now, if a Pisces I say this, they could talk deeply about something with strangers, then all of a sudden, like I say, isolate for several days. It's almost like they could take a vacation. They could also quietly distance themselves from friends who only contact them for favors, like people that, try to use them. And a Pisces can stop putting effort into one-sided relationships. Like I say, so if you feel like the Pisces is avoiding you, 9 times out of 10, they're more likely overwhelmed, bro. The problem is the Pisces isn't gonna tell you, fam. See, because this is the thing. When you are explaining yourself, it shows weakness, bro. Anytime you explain yourself, it shows weakness. A lot of people don't know this, and it's like you think you're actually, doing the right thing because you're explaining things, but it's not. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because like it makes you look like you're trying to, seek validation. It makes you look like you're trying, that you have a fear of being misunderstood. It's like so many things jump out when you keep talking, when you keep trying to like get people to, like you or try to get people to see your side. It shows like you're emotionally trying to seek approval. That's why you don't want to get to a point where you're explaining yourself, because it can it can make you look weak. See, to certain people though. So another thing is healthy communication is not weakness. See how when you communicate is one thing, but when you're explaining things, that's another thing. See, because it's like I say, when you repeatedly over explain yourself to people who already decided how they feel about you. You cannot convince people that once they make their mind up of how they feel about you, you cannot convince them otherwise. So if the person if they already have how they feel, they already have their decision of how they feel about you, it can make you lose power socially and emotionally when you explain yourself, even afterwards. Because, like I say, a lot of people, they respect calm confidence, clear boundaries, and, like I say, letting action speak instead of endless conversation or just trying to defend yourself. And, like I say, if somebody genuinely misunderstood you one time, explaining calmly is what? Maturity. See? It's like you don't have to keep telling the person over and over and over and over and over the same things, explaining yourself. They heard you the first time. See? Now, if somebody keep on twisting your words, no matter what you say, over explaining can make you look emotionally reactive. See? Because they see you trying hard to convince them. And that's why I said you don't want to explain. When somebody don't want to get what you're saying, that's it. That's why I told the dude in the chat when he said, "Well, everybody do that." I'm not finna argue with you. You already got your mind made up. That's why me just consciously thinking, well, what are you here for? See, let's nip this in the bud. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because you're just trying to get a reaction. See, and the thing about it is, if I were to react, it will make me look weak. And that's why some people, especially emotionally guarded people like Scorpio with those type of personalities, Capricorn, and it could be a Pisces type of person, prefer silence. That's why a person would rather not say shit, bro. Like when you say something one time, some people say something and they don't say nothing else. They might say, "Oh, you going to the movies Friday?" "No, I'm not going." In a story. All you have to do is be decisive when you communicate. Yes or no? Nope, I'm not going. You don't owe nobody no explanation. It makes you look weak, fam. It makes you look like you can't decide that. Like you got to ask for permission. I know how you might feel. You might feel bad because it's your friend and you feel like you're letting them down by not going. No, you don't owe them an explanation. You have the right to say no. You don't have to say, "Oh, yeah, I can't come to your baby shower because, like I got stuff going on and my kid and this." Bro, just say no. "No, I can't make it. I'm sorry." Or you don't even have to say "I'm sorry." Just say no. A simple no. "Were you coming to my baby shower?" No, I'm not going to be able to make it." You don't have to go into details about why. See? Because doing that makes it look like you're lying. It makes it look like, "Oh, I got to convince you why I'm not able to go." And it's like it's fake. See? Because now you're just going to say the saddest thing to try to make that person think you really got some shit you got to do when you literally just said no. See? And that's why people give you that look when you do start to explain yourself. Could you imagine you call off of work? Hey Johnny, or hey Jonah, I'm not going to be able to make it today. Now, if they ask for, "Oh, well, what's the excuse?" "I'm sick." See how you have to be firm in what you say? Just "I'm this," and that's it. "I'm ill." Whatever this, you don't go into details. When you explain to the employer that long list of shit, "Oh, well, you see, I worked Friday and I was supposed to get off at 4. You guys had me there till 10, and I haven't been getting rest. And you go into this long, drawn out shit, they might fire you. Just because you're explaining yourself, you're making your value as a worker, you're making yourself look weak. See? So that's why I always say, like, extra shit starts happening and unfolding when when you explain. And see, another thing is this: when so like I say, the types with Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces types, like I say, prefer silence, distance, or just minimum responses. And that's like, it's cool. Keep your 1 word, 2 word responses. It's cool, okay, no, yes, maybe. That's it. See? And see, once you do this, people will people will understand you because it's simple communication. When you go into these drawn out things, that's when people start misunderstanding you, make it confusing for others to accept, what you're saying. See, if you just do it simple, as simple as that's how they're going to understand it. Now, another thing is this: people that already feel misunderstood, they don't even want to talk. They go into silent mode after they say their 2 cents, they're done. Because they always know, oh, people always misunderstand me. So what's the point of me explaining myself? It just makes it worse. See? So another thing is the part that no one talks about is this, okay? Sometimes silence feels more powerful than it shows. Because comfort with being misunderstood, that's one thing. Then emotional self-control and not needing everybody's approval. See? That's what makes it powerful. Now, here's the problem: if it's taken too far, like, let's say like I say, if you refuse to explain anything, it could damage relationships, see, create confusion and push people away who actually care about you. So that's why I said the strongest balance is to explain yourself once clearly, one time, not several times. So yes, it's healthy to explain yourself once, but keep it clear. Just keep it clear. Don't, don't try to throw a whole bunch of extra words and shit. So don't beg to be understood. Don't beg to be understood, and let the consistent behavior speak after that. The behavior speak, not your words. See, you could show a person how you feel versus telling them how you feel. Let me see. Appreciate that. Let me see, what does piss me off. Is that a dad and girlfriend. She just tries to get my dad's attention. I want their relationship to end now. I would do anything for my dad to not have her. I've been in a situation like that. Like, my dad, his girlfriend, she's a Virgo. I never had, like, talked to her. They've been together for like 10 years and I've never spoke to her ever. I did like a head nod thing and I never said anything to her because I felt her energy, and I just didn't. It just instantly from day one, I just didn't like her, bro. Like, her energy was so off putting that I just made my mind up. Like, no, and it ain't no hatred. I just don't like when she was in my father's house, like way back then, like 2016. It was like she came into the house, she didn't speak, and at the time she was just my dad's girlfriend. Next thing you know, she let herself into the house. It was just me and my pops just me and my pops. We had a place. And she just let herself in the house. She was rude. She opened the fridge and was like, making comments, like snide comments, like, oh, you guys, what are you guys in here eating? Like, what kind of food y'all got in the fridge? Like, whoop-de-woo. And she was just like, I ain't like the way she was talking to my father and shit. It was just weird, just energy, bro, that I was just like, I don't like her, bro. And then it just, after I made up my mind, that's why I said you don't have to explain yourself, because people make their minds how they're gonna, like, whether or not they're gonna F with you or not. So you're wasting your time explaining yourself more than once. See? Now, another thing, appreciate that, Misty. Appreciate that. And welcome as well. Um, another thing is this, so that's why I say that's why you want to keep it like uh healthy, because if you don't, it's gonna be problems. Now, another thing is another thing too, you want to be careful what you say to people as well, because like words, as I mentioned, like just, but, when people like say, oh, you're a good worker, but you need to work on this, like false compliments. Like, you really got to know what people are saying to you, because like people can be really nasty, like sarcastic, and we all are guilty of it, but like you understand that sarcasm is like related to passive aggressiveness. So it's easy for people to think somebody's complimenting them when they're really shitting on you, and it's like you got to know the difference. And I'm gonna tell you, like, if a person don't like you, they could very well use sarcasm. Okay, now, why is this? Did you know that the person that uses sarcasm is very emotional? Very emotional. See what I just said? They come off like they're like they're tougher than what they appear to be. But I'm gonna tell you why. Sarcasm is a shield. You ever played the video game Zelda? Well, the energy is in the shield. Well, the shield is the sarcasm, and it blocks what? The real emotion from showing. See? So that's why people say it's passive aggressiveness. But underneath all that armor is the jokes. See? The humor, oh, I'm just playing with you. Oh, I'm just playing around. Like this type of stuff, the whole jokester hiding behind the facade. See? So instead of openly saying, I'm annoyed, oh, that hurt me, or I disagree with you, the sarcastic person, what they gonna say? Wow, great job. Oh, like, oh, nice of you. You finally responded. Oh, yeah, because that makes total sense. But it really shows you emotion. See that? So the words, they sound playful. This is why I said you got to really listen to the tune of the instrument of which is played, because how it's played, it shows you the energy. So the words sound playful on the surface, but the tone, it carries frustration, anger, disrespect, resentment, and criticism underneath. So if somebody's using sarcasm with you, that means you pissed them off completely. The more sarcasm they show, the more emotional they are. It's cold-blooded. See? So the indirect delivery is what you gotta notice. The indirect delivery is what makes it passive aggressive. So passiveness would have been like this, or just avoiding direct confrontation. But when someone's aggressive with it, they're still expressing negativity or hostility indirectly. See? So that's why I say, like, bro, here's the thing. Somebody can forget your birthday, right? And then if you were just to be direct with how you feel, which is healthy, hey, I feel hurt that you forgot my birthday, right? But no, someone that uses, sarcasm, they can't do that because they're hurt. It's like this. They can't do that. Like the things that you would normally do directly, no, they cannot do that. Sarcasm communication goes like this. It'll be like this. Oh, wow, thanks for remembering my birthday, instead of saying, damn, I'm hurt that you didn't say happy birthday or you forgot my birthday. They'll try to pretend like make it into a joke. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, thanks for remembering my birthday. And see, you have to think that, oh, whether or not they're serious or playing. And remember I said, if something attacks your thinking, it attacks your perception. See? So now They can clown you because, oh, you didn't know you didn't know they were dead ass serious because you thought they were joking. It's cold blooded. See, I'm gonna do a video and expose that the clown, bro, the clown. Sarcasm lives in the clown, bro. See, I'm gonna show you because like the Joker, bro, like a lot of people didn't know he was very emotional, but he knew the secret is that he couldn't show it. See, so he was sorry, he was sarcastic. See, that's why I'm saying like a person can hurt you so bad with sarcasm, bro, because you can't, you cannot think, bro. You gotta catch it before they make you think. You got to catch what they're doing, bro. Like this is how you disarm somebody. You have to know what they're doing when they're doing it. So if a person is sarcastic, just be like, oh, damn, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Oh, you didn't hurt my feelings. Oh, you got them right there. See? Because you nailed it. It chokes them up because, oh, how did you know I was being sarcastic? I beat you to it. I got to the root of the problem of what you're dealing with. See, that's why I tell people, you could be effed up and go see a therapist, psychiatrist, right? And you want to know, the psychiatrist knows everything how you feel, how the mind works, the brain works. You cannot run game on a psychiatrist. They know exactly what you're dealing with when you say it. Your response, they know all of that shit. And see, they just wait. And then you end up breaking down and then you end up telling them the real, oh, how you feel and why, what's really going on. Now, here's the thing. When the same emotion within the sarcasm is underneath, why is it underneath? Why is it not above? Why is the same emotion underneath? Because it's what? It's being delivered differently. Bro, see, why people use sarcasm in the first place? Because they want to avoid being vulnerable. See, they fear direct conflict. They're afraid. It's fear. It's fear-based. See, another thing is they want a plausible deniability. They don't want to admit that, oh, they were being emotional. Instead, they want to be like, oh, I was just joking. No, you wasn't. See? And they want to release frustration, but do it indirectly. Another thing is they feel emotionally safer hiding behind humor. That's the clown, the mask, the facade. And the projection of the facade is what? Deception. See? And another thing is this. They want to test reactions without fully committing emotionally because of what? Their own reaction. They want to project their reaction emotionally onto you in a different delivery. It's cold-blooded, bro. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you like more content like this or whatnot, you want me to break down something, let me know. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks, Misty. I'll catch y'all on next one. Love y'all. Catch y'all next. Peace.